Windows.
Out here giving her trade skills, trade secrets.
No, you had to have seen some of the stuff I did today, though. It was like I was on fire.
Only thing I managed to do when I'm playing Helldivers with Will is just keep shooting him or blowing him up.
That is
Yeah,
perfect that you guys were talking because you both sound great.
awesome.
Let me go ahead
Oh
and
wait,
share this.
wait till he runs in front of a random bomb lane in the map. I just shoot it.
Yeah, RPG treats me like a redheaded stepchild.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man. I don't want to do that much footage now. That's too long for a video. I'm looking at this thing like, good. Jeez. All right, start here.
Um, Trey, you don't have a Twitter, right?
No, I don't have a Twitter. I never used it to begin with, so like once I deleted it, I was like, eh. You know, crazy thing is I never would have done social media at all if it wasn't for my wife. She was the one who was like, oh, get on Facebook, get on Facebook. And I was like, oh, all right, fine. Because all I was doing is playing games all day long. I didn't care about like social media, nothing, you know.
True.
Yeah, the most I do for Twitter is just like look up news info for games and stuff like that, or movies or whatever. But as far as like fanboyism and the console war, I don't get too much into that shit.
Yeah, you do.
Hell, I do.
I see you laughing. I see you
Oh
throwing little
yeah,
indirect
I
shots.
I laugh at shit. I got better things to do than get in arguments with these guys.
Well, like when people, the only thing that I think is good about like Twitter posts is when people show me stuff, I can still see it without having to have the app, and so it's fine. But like other apps don't work like that. If you don't have the app, you can't see the post. So it's like, oh my god, that's really freaking annoying.
Alrighty. What up, illest villain? Unholy mayhem? That's what's up. How y'all doing tonight, man? Thanks for hanging out with us for this evening. Even if it's just a little bit, thank you. Even if it's just to say hi, thank you. But tonight's gonna be a good night, man. We have a full panel. Lot of topics, so many topics that even I myself was like, we got too many fucking topics. But it's a lot of stuff we want to talk about, man. So thank you guys for hanging out, man. We're gonna give this another little like 5, 10 more minutes. Let people come on in, and then we'll get into it, man. I am doing well, thank you, man. Yeah, I did a lot of actually. Well, I feel like I didn't do a lot of gaming this weekend, but I did because I beat a video game this weekend that I started. What was it? Friday night or Friday? Yeah, and so yeah, I beat it today. But it's been a very busy gaming week, and that's one of the topics we're gonna have tonight, man. It's just how big the week has been in gaming, and how big this week is gonna be in gaming as well. So, if you're one of the dudes who are out here saying, "I don't know what to play," I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, do you even like playing games? So we're gonna be talking about all that today, man. So I'm excited.
Hmm.
So yeah, we're just gonna give it a few more minutes, guys, and just wait for some people to bring themselves up in here, and we will get this party started. I wish I had a fancy PC so I can have some like gameplay playing in the background and some fucking hype music and a big booty Latina twerking or something to keep you entertained. But I don't have all that, so we
Oh
just gonna have
man.
to use our imaginations.
We don't have that yet.
Yet. Right. We don't have that yet. Oh, we're talking
Yes.
about Unreal Engine 5 for sure, bro. 'Cause that's gonna be part of the top. Not Unreal Engine 5, but it's gonna come up. But yeah, man, I've been had some issues with the Unreal Engine 5, and all I gotta say is if I got some issues, I know that a lot of the fucking people who are worried about specs and all this shit have issues with it. So it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be interesting to see what the panel has to say about that.
Sounds like they need to take that engine back down and redo it entirely.
I mean, it's hard because I've seen some games that are run really well and
Oh
very
yeah,
well
I think that's what
optimized, and
Fortnite runs on, isn't it? Unreal 5.
yep.
Yeah, so I mean they got it figured out, but yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of
but
these more big or other games like especially seems like the single player games are having issues with that.
also because Fortnite, that's the breadwinner for Unreal, so
Yeah,
for
that's
Epic,
true.
so yeah, they're gonna be locked in on that. But I think I mean, at first you want to give them the excuse of, oh, it's a new engine, new generation, but it's like, my guy, we're halfway done with this motherfucker at least, if not 60, 70% done with the gen. So what is up, Henry?
Yeah,
Gamer?
Henry.
they've had too much experience with that engine to still be having issues.
Yeah, it's not a, I don't know, I don't want to say it's not an Unreal issue because obviously it is, but we also are seeing freaking, other engines, other developers having issues too. So we're just gonna pick on
Well,
Unreal now because
well, I mean
they're the biggest one.
like the RE engine runs like shit in Dragon's Dogma 2. I don't think that engine was built for something like that.
Fuck no. We
And
talked about that.
yeah,
We
no.
talked about that before. I mean, it's why would they change anything when they're still selling fucking quadrillion copies of a game? Why would they? Ugh, God, there's so many issues, but the video game industry in general just has a problem with fucking making sound business decisions and making business decisions that allow, you know, creativity in gaming while still making the money and still making the business blossom. I've
Mm-hmm.
I've just seen that the video game industry has the hardest time doing that. And for people who are questioning, I'm in business myself, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm not like a, CFO for a company, but I do run my own business, $1 million business, by the way. So I can spot a couple simple things that any fucking body who's worked in business can see. But yeah, we're gonna give it a few more minutes. We'll start off with our intros in a couple more minutes, and we'll get started, man. Because I'm hyped, man. We got some good topics for tonight, and we don't have time to waste. And whoever ain't here, wink, wink,
Hmm.
is gonna get left behind. Just give it a couple more minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna wash my hands RPG, and we'll be right back, guys. Give us about 60, 120 seconds.
60 and 120 seconds.
60 to 120 seconds.
Oh, Nelson, yeah. Oh, okay, I read that wrong. Nelson got to eat them hard ass potatoes. I thought he said something completely different than what I actually read. Yeah, the engineers, yeah, I don't know. That's going to be a very hard one to figure out. Is yeah, this Unreal Engine is great in some things, but not great in everything. So yeah, the drops. I've seen some performance issues in Mafia: The Old Country. Just watching people play the game and streaming and whatnot. And I thought it was the stream itself, but yeah, they caught on to it too. It's like yeah, it's dropping frames. So. Yeah, it's just it's not a very great engine.
You guys ready?
Yeah, yeah, Remnant
Yeah.
2 and Silent Hill. Yes, Silent Hill I guess had pretty good performance.
Remnant had phenomenal performance,
Oh
man.
yeah, Remnant. Yeah, I was actually surprised when I learned that when we were playing, I was like, oh, this is Unreal Engine 5.
I,
Like, holy shit.
I didn't even know if Remnant was Unreal Engine 5 until Henry said something. I'm like, are you sure? 'Cause that motherfucker was cursed. But either way, we'll get into the topic in just a second. But welcome to the state of gaming, gamers. I
Me
am
too,
your
Emily.
host, Will 777JP. And today we got a packed house, man. We have a full house. Well, once our co-host shows up, we'll have a full house. But we have a ton of topics to go over with you guys today, man. It's been a long week with gaming news. We've had Gamescom. We've had some incredible announcements. We've had all sorts of shit that happened this week. We have a whole bunch more coming this week as well. So we're like we're at the halfway point of two incredible weeks, and we're definitely going to get into that. But first, let me introduce my panel. And back with us after supposed to have her not last week, but the week before then, but I had a basement problem, so I had to cancel the show. We rescheduled, and she is back today. But welcome, Atreyu. How are you?
What's up, man? I'm good. I'm good. How's it going with you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I hear
You're
you
welcome.
playing Helldivers in the background there.
Actually, that's my wife.
Oh,
She's playing Helldivers. I was just going through my footage from earlier.
yeah, I definitely hear her playing Helldivers, yelling all the what do you call those things? The slangs, not the slangs, but they're
Expletives.
the expletives that that they say. I just love that fucking game. But yeah, man. How was your weekend gaming, man? How have you? Let me ask you a question. In your personal life, in your state of play or state of game, how has gaming been with you as overall this week?
Actually, I've ramped it up this week. I've been playing so many games at the same time, and I'm pretty much like halfway through Sword of the Sea, three-quarters of the way through Revenge of the Savage Planet. I'm trying to platinum it. That's why I'm taking so long on it. I should have been done already, but obviously I'm still playing Helldivers nonstop. I just started streaming again, so I'm streaming Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm still streaming Helldivers whenever the guys get on early. If they don't get on early, I'll just do Baldur's Gate 3 the whole time. I'm also halfway through Potion Permit. Um, I'm telling you, I've been doing a lot of gaming, a lot more than I even was previously, and that was a lot, you know.
Yeah,
So I've been getting it on, that's for sure.
that's dope, man. Yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of in the same
More.
in the same way as you, in the same mode as you, a lot of gaming, because there is a lot of gaming to be had this week. And from what it sounds like, you're catching up on gaming a little bit, where you haven't really even
Mm.
touched the new stuff that's been out. So super, super interesting. And I'm kind of in that too, and I'll explain a little bit in a second. But secondly, we have another special guest tonight. Well, he's basically part of the channel. He is part of the channel. So him coming on today is really cool because he's always on Tuesdays with me, but tonight we also have RPG or Frayed Voyager 88 with us tonight. I'm still trying to get adjusted to the name change, but Voyager 88, how are you, man? And how has your state of gaming been in your personal life this last week and your upcoming week? How's it looking?
Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, I was telling you privately the other day that I kind of hit like a kind of a low there from after Death Stranding 2, but I've been picking it up. I played, of course, like Elden Ring and whatnot, but I've been playing. I picked back up what was it, Days Gone,
Really? You
remastered,
had to?
and I've been enjoying that. I finally
Just remember
beat
she has a
the part I was
hernia. You
stuck
can't
on
be
with the hordes,
jumping on her like that.
so I've been
No.
working on that.
No.
Finally, someone
Uh,
other than me who's white
She
woman's
was
yelling
knocked
at him.
out.
Thank God.
It's gonna hurt her.
but
Uh,
other than that, I haven't really been playing too many other different games. Just basically been Days Gone, a little bit of No Man's Sky, and a little bit of Elden Ring.
So more of the same old almost in a way.
Pretty much. I tried to pick up Horizon Zero Dawn again, and it's a great looking game. It's a fun game, but I already know the story, so that kind of defeats like that a bit or that motion for me to want to go back and replay the game because I
So
already know the story.
question for you, and we'll get to our next our co-host next, but question for you. With so many games out right now, why are you, and you're a PS Plus subscriber, why
Hmm.
are you going back? And I'm in the same boat. I just replayed an old game that's 10 years old, but why are you going back to these older games instead of like moving on to something that's new that came out that's even free available to you right now? Well, what is it? Well, why are we doing that?
Older games are the shit.
Yeah, older games are good and whatnot, but I mean some of the games I just like the some of the newer games I've not been like hitting me, and I don't know what it is, whether it's bad story or whether it's poor performance or they're just not my interest. So I've been looking back in my back catalog and I got this game that like, oh, I wanted to play that, and I'm just working through that back catalog instead of just keep buying or playing something that I'm disinterested in. So I always wanted to play Days Gone because I like zombie games and it's got a fucking motorcycle in it. So yeah, I've been wanting to play that, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to finish up before something like Borderlands 4 or Gears comes out.
Okay. All right. And next we have our co-host, Mr. Nelson. Gaming Culture stepped into the podcast. Nelson, how you been, man? What you been playing? How's your gaming week been?
Like gaming week has been terrible because I've barely been home. I'll be home more next weekend. Looking forward to it. I think all my summer obligations have finished up today, so I'm not. I don't think I'm been summoned to attend any more things until like Thanksgiving. I think. Don't quote me.
So a lot of gaming coming up for you, basically.
Fucking PlayStation Pulse.
No,
Oh my
yep.
God.
I
Nintendo
just
needs
had
to
that
make a
happen to
fucking
me.
headset.
Had that happen to me earlier in the podcast as well. So I feel Nelson's pain. While Nelson's getting himself reconnected again, I have been playing a lot of different games this week, and that will lead us into our first topic because
Piece of shit PlayStation Pulse.
PS Plus has been going hard lately, and this month in
Yeah.
specific has been going extra hard, and it's been supplementing a lot of fucking games, and not just a lot of games, but we got a couple day one games in that sucker, which have been
That's a
impressive.
hell of a month to put them in too, because this month is absolutely fucking ass cake battered fucking full.
Well, for us, right? Because we play a lot of different games, but for your average consumer, they're not playing that many games. So that's why I said earlier that if you can't find something to play right now, I don't know what to tell you because there is a lot of different games, a lot of different genres, a lot of different options, and a lot of them are very inexpensive or free to use. So, what else were you saying, Nelson?
Oh, I forgot what I was. Oh, fucking. I think I've done all my obligations to like family things and all that stuff like that until Thanksgiving. I hope
Okay.
deer hunting, actually, I should say. But that's a while.
Yeah. Well, this week I been playing Sword of the Sea, which you're watching on the screen right now. I started playing that one when it released day one on Tuesday. After the Just Playing live stream with RPG 88, I hopped in here for about an hour, and then I played Crime Scene Cleaner, which is a game that Morgan brought up to us last week Sunday during the podcast, and it's a sim that's been holding me uh, it's been scratching that sim itch that I've been having for a while since I platinum Power Wash Simulator, and Power Wash Simulator will be out in fall this year, so this is definitely satiating me until then. And then I decided I did a will play with no internet with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and Infinite Warfare I just beat today. So I did it for the stream or for the video. I ended up sticking with it and played it and beat it. Awesome, awesome campaign. And then this week it's going to be a big week. So let's get into our first topic of the evening, which is PS Plus, man, and how big of a gaming week we've had with Gamescom. Which Gamescom will be a separate topic, but we did get a day and date out of Gamescom, which was Rogue Prince of Persia. That was day and date on PS Plus. We also got Sword of the Sea day and date on PS Plus. A lot of people have been playing the heck out of that game. A lot of people have.
Apparently, Sony saved that studio. They needed that check to complete the game, which is kind of crazy because they made Journey, I think.
I mean, what's new? You know what I mean? That's nothing new. These publishers come in, they step in, they make these publishing deals with these smaller studios, and we have to remember that a lot of these studios, smaller indie studios, they're just trying to make games, right? They're not trying to become billionaires and cajillionaires. They're just trying to do what they love, and that's make games. And sometimes the money doesn't come in how you would want, and you need a Sony or a big publisher to come in and write that check so you can keep you afloat. And it's not surprising why this game is on the platform day and date. But apart from those two games, we had a pretty decent month so far with the bigger games like Mafia, right? Sword of the Sea has been taken off with a lot of people. It's a very short game. It's only about 3 hours long, but a lot of people have been enjoying the game. Has anybody here played Sword of the Sea?
I sure have.
What do you think about it, Atreyu?
I think it's phenomenal. I mean, this is the second time in a week that I played a game that had nothing to do with, like, you know, super violent shooting or beat 'em up or nothing like that. It's just exploration and puzzle solving and checking the view out. And I think it's stunningly beautiful. The gameplay is amazing. And I'm finding it really enjoyable. Like the first time I played it, like I said, the first day that you guys even mentioned it, I remember because I jumped in on you playing something else, and you started talking about it, and I downloaded it that night and literally played through half of it just like that because it was just so amazing.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that I have to go to bed, oh yeah, it's amazing though.
It's got a little bit of, like you got to think, but you don't have to sit there and strain yourself after a full day's work and writing down like puzzles and all this other stuff, and trying to investigate. You just kind of chill back and you just kind of press the left stick forward and hit the X every once in a while. So it's a very, very chilled game.
Super smooth, right? Super reactive.
Yeah.
It's
Throw
just
some tricks in.
Yeah, it's a very well made game, and I mean it. If you're like a Tony Hawk, it's not related, but if you really like Tony Hawk, I really recommend you check the game out because it's got the smoothest skating in any game that I've ever played. But
it reminds me of like the SSX or the Steep games.
Yeah.
Tricky.
Yeah, like those extreme sports games.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Nelson? Have you played Sword of the Sea?
Nope, ain't been around to play it. Not to mention, this is the Last Soul Side and Metal Gear Solid come out soon, so.
Yep. Well, we're gonna be talking about those in a couple topics from now. Yeah, it's a very fun game. Has anybody played the other day and date game that came out on PS Plus, the Prince of Persia game?
I haven't, but I want to, because I don't know about y'all, but I played the OG Prince of Persia way back in the day on a computer, and I mean, I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah, what about you, RPG? Have you played it?
I've not. Prince of Persia, I was never really massive into, and this being a rogue and being a Prince of Persia, that's kind of like two strikes that I'm not really that interested. It looks fun, it looks good, but I'm just not a rogue person, so that's an automatic kind of meh to me.
Oh, it's a rogue?
Yeah, I don't really like rogue games either, but it's free because I already paid for PS Plus and it's new, so I checked it out.
I'll pick it up and download it and claim it, but I don't know if I'll ever really get into it.
There is no with games like that, if it's available on PS Plus, I already paid for it. I'm gonna try to take advantage of the situation and at least check it out.
Yeah,
rather
exactly.
than just buying it and or having to make the decision if I want to buy it or not, and end up not buying it because it's not my type of game that I like. But I always tell
Yeah.
everybody every single month is make that claim. Well, Prince of Persia ain't a game
Well,
that you claim.
it's extra anyways.
It's on extra, but it's still there. It's there and it's available. And also, don't end up being like me, where what game was it recently? Give me a second here to think. I just bought a game. Oh, it's not out yet. That's why. So there's a game in a video that's coming up here this week that you guys are here. Well, I'm gonna give you the insight on the video. But I bought Messenger. Yes, the 32-bit looking game. Why did I buy it? Because I started playing it on PS Plus. I loved it, but I dropped it because I was playing something else. When I went back to it, it was gone from PS Plus.
Wow.
So that's another,
Messenger.
shitty thing from subscription services. But don't let that be you with Prince of Persia. Even if you don't think you're gonna like it, it doesn't hurt. It's only a couple gigs big. You'll download it in freaking 5 minutes. Check it out, play it, and see if you like it. Right? I don't like rogue games, but Laika Age Through Blood is one of my favorite games ever, and it's a rogue game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
Messenger is
Mhm.
$3.99 on the store right now.
yeah. So there's always exceptions to the rules when it comes to gaming. But let's get into the topic of PS Plus itself, because one of Game Pass' biggest selling points is day and date games. Well, this week we got 2 day and date games, and one of them it's only available on PlayStation. So let's start with RPG. RPG, do you think that PlayStation has been kind of doing okay with day and date games? Because they've dropped more than a few this year. Or do you think that they need to do better? Do you think that these day and dates are like a bonus? What do you think about day and date games on PS Plus where it's not expected and Game Pass is?
I think with especially like the indie titles like what is it, the Sword in the Sea. I think those are good. If you have that cadence of doing it like every month, and they're indie to double A size titles, it kind of eats away at your potential buying. So I think what they're doing right now is completely fine. I wouldn't expect any more, but if they decide to give us more, I wouldn't be mad at that either. But as long as PlayStation Plus isn't throwing all their triple A's like their God of Wars and their Horizons and stuff like that day and date into their system, then yeah,
Mhm.
it's nice. I mean, I think it gave of uh, a lot of eyes on like games like Sword of the Sea and uh, that Prince of Persia Rogue. So I think it's good for those smaller indie style or those smaller IP games that are lesser known that wouldn't have gotten that same treatment if they were full buys at like $30 or $40.
Yeah, which Sword of the Sea is a $30 game.
Yeah.
What about you, Atreyu? What do you think about these day and date games coming to the subscription service? Like,
I think it's about time because I used to complain a lot, like, because I play for the premium, you know what I mean? And I get really pissed off when there's basically nothing coming on there for me to get for free. Like, what am I paying this for then? You know what I mean? And lately they've been really on fire, and I'm enjoying every single second of this because I will download the game. I will try it, even if I didn't think I'd like it. I'll still try it, and if it turns out to be a good game, hey, I just got a good game. You know?
yeah,
So I'm really excited for this, and I hope the trend continues this way. Honestly.
yeah, and the yes, absolutely. I agree. I was going to say the same shit you just said. What about you, Nelson? What do you think about these day and date games coming to PS Plus?
I think it's a great thing that they keep making them a surprise, so you're not really expecting. Like I think Blueprints was like the last like new one, which is a
Hmm.
minor hit too. But if you start expecting them to come in there, people are just gonna stop buying indie games. I know I would. I did it on game. I get it on Game Pass. I don't buy anything on Xbox no more.
Yeah, I
It's like,
don't.
shit, I'll play it when it comes to Game Pass.
Yeah, I think big. You said it is the expectation of it. I think PlayStation right now is on a good cadence, and I honestly think that the day and date games coming to PS Plus aren't. It's more of like a here you go kind of deal. Like they're not. I don't think they're expecting to gain subscribers out of it just because these games are super small. And I don't know of many people that are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to PS Plus for a game like Sword of the
You
Sea
don't
or
know about it a year out too either. Like Game Pass is like all this games. Fucking, I'm still waiting for games announced in 2001s that were indies that were supposed to come. Like where the hell is replaced?
Play it day one on Game Pass.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of these day one games are more of like just here you go, adding a little bit of value. Here you go to the people that are already subscribed to it. If it catches a couple of new subscribers to it, cool. If it doesn't, cool too. But I think they're looking for engagement, right? And if they can get a couple extra hours out of you to play some of these games, then I think that it accomplishes their mission. Let me catch up with the chat real quick because we have a lot of talking here. Yeah, PS Plus definitely. I think it's way too expensive, man. There are treats for people who are subscribed. Absolutely, Henry. Yeah, along the lines of what I was saying. They've been consistent dropping these on Plus with Humanity, Animal Well, Blueprints, Sword of the Sea. That Life is Strange type of game. It's not Life is Strange, but it's a similar type of game. All day one on PS Plus.
Shadow Warrior
Okay.
3 was day one too. That's how I got into Shadow Warrior
Shadow Warrior. When did that
3,
come out?
like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just talking about this year.
No.
Yeah, all these games that Henry mentioned all came out this year. So it's a lot. Um, yeah, it's a good value. It's a nice little surprise for people like us who are already subscribed, especially when we feel like it's expensive to be part of PS Plus, and most of us buy our own games as is. What up, Lyoko? How you doing? And for people like us who are already buying our own games, it's like we don't really use PS Plus for the games. We use it for the online freaking service. And when they drop
Yeah.
something like that, it adds a lot of value. Anything else
Heck
anybody has
yeah.
to say about that?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna get a subscription service like PS Plus, well, I should say especially for PS Plus because Xbox doesn't really run these type of deals with Game Pass. Wait until you can buy an entire year. Wait for
Yeah,
that
I
sale.
Yeah,
refuse
that's
to
what
pay
I
month to
do.
month. I
Don't.
refuse to pay month to month. It costs so much.
I mean, you can still do your month to month while you're waiting for your next sale, but
Mm-hmm.
don't be sitting there just paying this month by month for years and years. Wait for those
You
sales
pay
and
twice
buy
as
an
much,
entire
3 times
yeah.
as much.
Because I
Yeah.
I bought an entire year of PS Plus Extra for $9.99 or $99.99.
Yeah.
So and I think that was like what 180 full price, something like that, for 12 months. So definitely hit up the deals.
Yeah.
And if you're in the Discord, you're gonna know about the deals as soon as they fire.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you're in part of our Discord, you will definitely know about it because we post the shit all the time. And
You
mind
know
you
what's
guys,
funny? Now that we got that week for when PS Plus was down, that might
Mm-hmm.
have taken me out of fucking Black Friday thing. So I might be without PS Plus for a few months. So I might be a mute.
and RPG brings up a very good point because I don't pay month to month for PS Plus because it would just become way too fucking expensive.
I
What
hate recurring payments.
I
I fucking
wait
hate them.
until Black Friday sale or the state of play sale because you can get those for a year for 40-50% off. I mean, I paid like $108 for a year of premium, so you
Yeah.
save a ton of money. And this year my year may end right when the sale ends. So if that's the case, I'm just gonna pay monthly till I catch another sale. So I may only have to wait, a couple months. I may have to wait a little bit longer than that, but then I'll just wait till that next sale. Once the sale hits, then I'll go ahead and buy the year out as well. So it's just about budgeting yourself properly, right? And the same thing goes when buying games. So many games are coming out, and you guys see me. I mean, I post a freaking video game, a playtime pickup video almost every other day on my channel. Well, it's because I wait till the games are at a price that I'm willing to pay for them, which is right around the $20 mark. So a day one game, I can wait and get three of them or four of them for the same price. But yeah, recurring payments suck ass. And also, guys, in regards to PS Plus, you are not just getting Sword of the Sea and Prince of Persia. There's also a shit ton of other games, right? You're getting Earth Defense Force, Harold Halibu, Indica, Mortal Kombat 1, Spider-Man Remastered, Unicorn Overlord, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Atelier
Really?
Ryza.
Which was great for me because I own those games on PS3, so now I have my digital purchases back on a more current platform.
So it's been a very, very solid month. Before we continue to our next topic, I want to take a little bit of an intermission and kind of go over some new things that have been happening with the channel recently. I don't think everybody's watched all my videos, and today on the podcast we get specific people that only come for the podcast. So first thing I want to say is thank you guys so much for all your support with the channel, man. I mean, last week was probably one of our biggest podcasts of the year. We had close to 200 views on it throughout the week. So that was amazing. The podcast is growing, it's getting bigger, and that's all thanks to you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. The other thing too is as of 3 or 4 days ago, I started a membership program here on the channel, and it is called the Keep It Gaming Crew. And essentially, what you get with the membership is for $4.99 a month, you are going to be receiving early access to all my videos. And what I mean by that is I record my videos sometimes up to 2 weeks in advance. Right now in the channel, I have videos posted all the way through September 3rd. Just to give you an example, September 3rd. Normally, one video drops every single day at 6 a.m. When you become a member, you get access to all of it right away and you don't have to wait. The other thing that you have access to is member only live streams, member only chats. Those will come around once we get enough people where we can come up with a time and date that works for everybody. And then the big one, aside from all the other smaller benefits that you get, is, and shout out to Henry for check out Henry. He has a tag because he's a member, so thank you. But the other thing that I'm doing with the channel that's different than a lot of other people, and I wanted to do this in specific because I take it very serious whenever somebody gives the channel any sort of money. It is hard-earned money, and I want to make sure I'm giving you some sort of value back. And that is, as soon as we hit 10 members, which we are almost halfway there, I am gonna start doing a $20 PlayStation Store giveaway every single month. Every single month.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
wow.
doing a
That's
$20
cool.
PlayStation Store giveaway. As soon as we hit that 10 membership number, that's when that will start. And that's gonna be my thank you to you for being here, part of the gaming community, for being part of the Keep It Gaming crew. And I wanted to add that little bit of value in there because it's important to me, right? Not only is making content important to me, I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that's like, oh man, I got a flat tire last month, so I haven't been able to post videos for 2 years. I don't want to be that guy, and I also don't want to be the guy that just takes, and takes, and doesn't do anything in return. So those are some of the benefits that you will receive. So if you can, hit the membership button, join up, get with the team. We already have 4 people in there. We just opened this thing up a couple of days ago, so we're moving at a pretty good pace. And thank you in advance for that. Um, Moving on with the next topic, and thank you for hearing me yap. Actually, let me catch up with the chat real quick. Make sure nobody said anything. Lyoko says if you're subscribed to PlayStation Plus Extra tier for a year, it's $135.99. Yeah, it just
Right
gets too
now?
expensive, man. Yeah,
Yep.
but I
So you
think
definitely got to hit
extra.
those deals.
Yeah, you got to hit those deals. Mr. Henry Heck says they have to do a lot better with the adding the classics. I'm sorry, Unholy said that. Yeah, I'm not a classics gamer, but I definitely need the classics. And something else that I've noticed with PS Plus that they've strayed away from, they've actually got rid of a lot of the games, is VR. A couple months ago, we had like 10, 12 PSVR 2 games. Now there's
Mm-hmm.
only like 1 or 2 available. So I don't know what the hell's going on over there. They're
Yeah, no,
getting
they
rid
don't
of
gotta
that.
do one every month, but at least do one like every other.
I don't know why you like
They need to
going
just
hot, bro.
add at
Because that didn't
least
work out for us.
6 a year and maintain at least 10. So if you want to swap them
Yeah.
out and only leave
That's
them
reasonable.
there,
Just call the fucking
every
Yeah,
few
like
months.
Synapse is gone, and my kids play that all the time. I mean, I should buy it, but
Why he was all waiting?
or not Synapse, Synth Riders. My bad.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they definitely need to keep at least 10 in there at all times. And then throughout the year, add 6.
Why call
I
it
think that's
orderless
reasonable
stuff?
to
Just
ask
call
for.
the stupid ass
But let's get
mailbox.
into our next topic because it's a super interesting one in my opinion, and it is about Silksong. And before I pass it on to actually, let me pass it on to the panel real quick. Atreyu, have you ever played Silksong? Have you know, heard of it? What's your opinion about Silksong?
I have not played Silksong yet, but I do intend to play it. I don't know if I can give you an opinion on it because, like I said, I haven't played it at all. But I am pretty excited about going back and playing Hollow Knight in the beginning because if it's good enough for them to want to take their time coming out with a fantastic sequel to it, then I might give it a try. And I'm stepping out of my shell when it comes to playing games lately anyway, so why not? If I can go back to a first person shooter, I can go back to, platformers and things like that too.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
so I think I might want to give it a shot. I'll probably start off playing Hollow Knight and then go to Silksong, but I mean, we'll see.
Well, I'm gonna go around the panel and ask everybody because I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm asking the question. RPG, Silksong, have you played it? What have you heard of it? What's your opinion of it? Even if you haven't played it, what do you think about it? Because it's obviously a
Well,
very big game. Everybody's heard of Silksong, even though not everybody has played it.
well, I mean,
They've been talking about it for
there's
5 years.
there's the game is called Hollow Knight, and then
Silksong is a
Silksong
sequel.
is going to
Mm-hmm.
the second one, the sequel.
Hmm.
I dabbled in Hollow Knight, and from what I've read and what I've understood is like I haven't got far enough to where it actually clicks. Like you get like a map and something else, and the game starts getting better. So I haven't gotten to that point. I need to jump back into it because I do like some side scrollers. I remember playing like Ori on the Xbox. I really enjoyed Ori. So with as much praise as Hollow Knight gets and as much hype as Silksong has, I need to jump back into it and try it. Maybe even with this being kind of the lull between big games is maybe the right time to jump into it in anticipation for Silksong, even though Silksong's a week and a
7 years
half
old.
away.
Oh yeah, Silksong.
Well, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
September
Silksong,
3rd or
yeah,
something
it's
like
like
that.
I think it was like the fourth or something like that. Yeah, so I mean, I might not even have enough time to get it knocked out, but I'll have a decent taste of what the game's going to be.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about you, Nelson? Have you played it? What's your opinion of Hollow Knight?
Never played it. It never seemed interesting to me. But I didn't really like Ori either. So
Oh,
Okay.
I loved Ori.
Now, the reason I ask you guys this question is because this game has been getting a ton of press, a ton of freaking press, and I claimed it on PS Plus a while ago, and I have played a little bit of it, but it's a little difficult game. Like it's a roguelike. It's not really my style. It's the one thing I will say about the game that I remember is that it's very crisp. Like everything felt really fucking good. And for the team's first time making a game, making this game or making a game, and it was very, very impressive. But let me go ahead and read this to you guys real quick because I don't think a lot of people know how big Hollow Knight really is. So it says here, Team Cherry has revealed that Hollow Knight has sold 15 million copies since its release in
Wow,
2017. The indie
that's
Metrovania,
crazy.
yeah, it's insane. That's why I wanted to read that because I don't think people really know how big
well,
this
they've
fucking
been
game is.
saying coming to day and date to Game Pass the last 4 years.
um, has received countless accolades from players and critics alike. Although its upcoming sequel,
Hmm.
Silksong, has hogged most of the spotlight recently, while Silksong is now just weeks away, fans are still enjoying the original Hollow Knight 8 years after it hit the scene. 8 years. So I'm going to stop there. I really wanted to go over the numbers with you guys. And also, if you're here now, I'm going to give you some additional insider info. Another thing that made me want to dig into this game was because even
Oh,
though I
really?
own it digital, right, or I
Oh,
claimed it physical
I
on
can't
PS
just.
Plus,
Okay.
I decided to look
That's
for a
serious.
physical copy. And pricing for this fucking game is
No, I don't want to get it.
$30. And I was surprised because it's an indie. which that was the price when it released, but we're talking 8 years later and the game is still selling for
Mm-hmm.
30 freaking dollars. I ended up getting the game for 20 some bucks. I saved a little bit. I got it on eBay, so it's on the way. I'm sorry, Amazon, so it's on the way. Should be here on Wednesday, and I'll make a video of that. But it just surprised the hell out of me on how well this game has been going. Now, moving on to Silks, another portion of the topic of Silksong is, and this one is going to be a little bit more about in general. Number one, so Silksong is a three-part topic. We just went over the first one, which is the numbers in Hollow Knight. The second one is Team 17 or Team Cherry revealed why it took 7 years to develop Hollow Knight. So this game being an indie, this game being, let's be real, a small game. Well, small in terms of budget and, in comparison to a AAA, because you can easily
Mm-hmm.
stick 20, 30, 40, 50, however many hours you want to this game. So roguelike. But I was really interested to see why this game took so long, because obviously it's a small game. Like, graphically, it's not anything impressive. Why the hell did it take 7 years? So let me go ahead and read that to you guys real quick, and then we'll get into the discussion, because I think this applies to a lot of other games. And it says here, indie studio Team Cherry has confirmed that it won't be sending out any early codes for, I'm sorry, wrong part of the conversation. Wrong freaking part. That's part 3 of the conversation.
Are you serious? I literally just.
Oh my god, where is it?
I jump out the way. And
Yeah, we know how pissed off your wife is. We know how happy she
Yeah,
is.
I know you know how pissed off she is. Sorry.
Team Cherry has provided some insight into what it was like to develop Hollow Knight Silksong over the course of 7 long years. By far, the most highly anticipated indie game of 2025. Release date for Hollow Knight Silksong was just revealed, and fans have been clamoring for the sequel to 2017 Hindi darling Hollow Knight. Will only have to wait 2 weeks until they can play it. It's been many long years since Hollow Knight Silksong has initially revealed. The game began as a DLC for the original Hollow Knight, but grew in scope and skill to become his very own game. This is common for AAA gaming franchises, at the same was confirmed for Ubisoft Assassin's Creed Mirage and Techland's imminent Dying Light the Beast. However, it's quite rare to see within the realm of indie games. Silksong showed up during Xbox 2022 Summer Showcase, where it was promised to be released before June 2023. 2 years later, the game had yet to be released, but fans were left stunned following Team Cherry's recent release date confirmation. When a game takes this long to develop, it's typically due to roadblocks and setbacks behind the scenes. But according to Team Cherry's co-founder, Ari Gibson and William Pellin, the complete opposite was the case with Hollow Knight Silksong. In a lengthy interview with Bloomberg, the pair spoke about how much fun they had developing Silksong, remarking that the extended 7 year development period was a result in how much they were enjoying the process of coming up with new ideas to put in the game. Quote, it was never stuck or anything. It was always progressing. It's just the case that we're a small team and games take a lot of time. I remember at some point I just had to stop sketching. You realize if I don't stop drawing, this is going to take 15 years to finish, Gibson said. Okay, so I want to stop it there. So the answer is, why the hell did this game take so long? It's because they wanted it to take this long. Why? Let's be real here. There's a necessity for everything. These motherfuckers sold 15 million copies of their first game. Time is of the fucking... They don't give a fuck. They have enough money to fund the next 10 games that they want to make. So they're not pressured to do any fucking thing they don't want to. So my question to the chat, or to you guys and the chat is, was that selfish of them to do? RPG, we'll start with you. Was that selfish of them to take 7 years after they told us the game will be out in 2023 during the Xbox Showcase? Was it selfish of them to let their creativity take over business? Was it fucking selfish of them? Because remember, for a lot of other games, this is unacceptable, right? I bitch. I'm like, 7 years is way too fucking long, even for a AAA game. So what do you think, RPG?
I mean, they could have shortened that window, that development window, but they're running their own show. They don't have somebody like Microsoft or Sony really breathing down the back of their neck, to the best of my knowledge.
They go to work when they fucking feel like.
Pretty much, and they're building the thing that they want to build, and they're building something that they want to match the hype that the people who are actually going to buy and play the game. They don't want to sell themselves short. They don't want to come in and under deliver and go, okay, well, yeah, it was just a sequel to Hollow Knight. They want customers to play the game, and they're gonna go, that was the fucking sequel that we've been waiting 7 years to fucking play. So I think that's their goal. Is, yeah, they could have come out 3 or 4 years ago and put out a subpar, kind of soulless sequel, but I think them taking their time and putting every ounce of energy and passion that they have into this game is what's going to pay off in the end for them. Because a lot of soulless fucking sequels come out in this day and age, and you can tell right off the bat within the first hour or two, it's like, oh, this is just a fucking reskin, and they didn't want that feeling.
I mean, Silksong looks like a reskin fucking game, anyways.
Say, which one? Silksong?
Yeah.
In a way, but I think there's only really so much you could do with that style of art style and game.
I disagree. I think they need. Well, I'll speak my piece at the end. I'm sorry, RPG, to cut you off like that, man. Anything else you want to say about that? I know I cut you off. I fucked up your flow, man. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, you're fine. I'm good. But like I said, I've said my piece on it. Like I didn't want them to come out with something that felt soulless or cheap.
Yeah. And I don't want to say like I'm disagreeing with you, because I don't, because you hit the nail on the head. I agree with that part, but I'll go on my rant at the end. Atreyu, what about you? What do you think about the question I just asked RPG? Do you think it was selfish of them?
I don't think it was selfish at all. I mean, it's their game. People love their game, and if they want a good product every time, they're going to wait for that game. Now, the thing is, they wanted to do it their way, on their time, on their dime, and that's what they did. And as long as it turns out to be a phenomenal game, I don't think anybody's going to care. They're going to be like, yeah, that was a great game. That's it. End of the day, But would we have liked it as fans to have something up front? Sure. We'd like it a lot faster, but I appreciate the effort that they put into it too. So,
what about you, Nelson? What do you think about it?
That kind of money that I could work when I feel like, you get it when I feel like it. Most people don't have that option, though. Just gonna be real.
So, all right, I'll go into my little rant now. So you guys are right? You wanna come out with a game that is not reskin. It feels like an actual sequel. It's not the same old. But this isn't a $200 million game. And as a business, you have a fucking responsibility to your customers. And before the podcast, I was reading Reddit. I was reading, a couple other places where people were talking a bit about Silksong. And a lot of the comments I was reading, people were fucking heated. And the comments are 6 months old, a year old, 2 years old. And the question was being asked, where is Silksong? Where is Silksong? Are they having issues? Why aren't they communicating with us? What is going on? So, yes, you can take your time. But then also, if you're taking your time because you care about the IP and you care about your customer base, well, you gotta also communicate with your fans and let them know, like, hey guys, it's not that we're having issues, it's that we got a big game for you. They hardly did that. 2, you're talking about Will 777JP. I got 1,322 subscribers. I got 4 members as of today. 4 members. And I'm already talking about doing a $20 fucking PlayStation Store giveaway to give back. And I got 4 fucking people. You're telling me you sold 15 million fucking copies, you don't have a responsibility to fucking hurry the fuck up for an indie title? Get the fuck out of here. You're a selfish piece of shit. You got fucking rich. You decided to work whenever the fuck you want to work. And you're talking about that. Oh, no, I'm just creative juices are fucking flowing. Then create a 3rd fucking game. Hire more fucking staff. No, you're fucking selfish, you piece of fucking shit. How many people are winning on Silksong that are dead right now? They died waiting for the fucking game. Whether it's of old age, they got hit by a car, they died by cancer, whatever the fuck. That's
They
fucking
should have made their
selfish as
own.
fuck. Yeah, you sound just like
Yo.
fucking what's his name from whatever the fuck. That's completely fucking irresponsible. Cyberpunk took fucking what 8 years to make, and look how big that fucking game is. No, I don't. I just don't buy this fucking bullshit excuse that I couldn't put the pen down. I was sketching until fucking last week. If that was the case, why the fuck aren't they going through the normal marketing fucking shit and just say, hey, oh, by the way, guys, it's gonna be out in 2 fucking weeks? It's just
Oh, are you
weird to me.
serious?
It's just it doesn't feel like they're as much as people want to say the opposite.
Did you see that?
If I'm gonna detail your car and I tell you, well, it'll be done whenever it's fucking done because I want to do the best job possible, are you going to accept that? No, you're fucking not. Even if you have another car that you can drive and this is your beater or whatever, you're not
I
gonna
want my
fucking
car,
accept
man.
that. You want your fucking car.
I wouldn't bring my car to someone who didn't need the money.
Let me follow up with the chat real quick because I know some people are probably gonna be pissed that I said that, but I don't give a fuck. I never played these games, but at the time of the original release, I wasn't into these style of games. I'm gonna pick this one up though. I'm on the same boat. I just picked up Hollow Knight, try to see what the hype is. I have Hollow Knight claimed on PS Plus. I prefer to do the Vision. If it takes longer, it is what it is. I'll always wait for a game if it man, it'll be better in the end. I think some people may feel away because they told people it was coming at a specific time. Had they never said
That's what would
anything, they
piss
would
me
have been
off.
better.
You were like,
Exactly.
they've been talking about this game since 2021.
They never should have said
Like-
anything about Silksong, so they had it ready and just polishing it and drop it. Yes, I agree with.
Just keep your mouth shut.
Just shut the fuck up.
I'm in that marketing idea. Don't say shit. Like you can.
If you ain't
announce
got
that.
nothing, don't say nothing.
You can tease your game. I would say at
2
bare
years out.
fucking minimum. No, I'm even smaller than that. Like 18 months.
I'm just
And
not gonna get
in
there.
that,
Like
in that-
Wolverine, I wish you wouldn't even showed me that shit.
yeah, but that's a whole different other ordeal.
My kids
but-
were still like I think one of my kids was just got out of fucking diapers, dude, and now they're going to like second grade now. You know what I mean?
Why?
but
Well,
yeah,
but
these
Wolverine's a
marketing
little
windows are
different
fucked.
though. Wolverine's
Not
a little
really.
different. Yeah, it is really because they
They didn't
They-
even have no pen on paper when they talked about it. Is the point?
They-
They
Yeah,
just
but-
signed the deal.
but Wolverine got fucking hacked and leaked. People were out here playing
That's
fucking
true.
the copy of the game, so that's they
That
have to
probably delayed
restart
it
that
a
shit.
year.
Oh, more than that, they had to restart the fucking
yeah.
thing.
They had to completely fucking reboot that from my understanding.
The whole game was out there. Motherfuckers were
Yeah.
streaming the fucking game on PC and shit. Like that's just a completely different. So you got to double the time now. So mind you, if the game releases in 8 years from announcement, that is still way faster than most games because the first game took about 4 years to make, and then having to redo the whole thing again another 4 years, so 8 years total. And that's just a number I'm guessing. I don't know how long it'll be, obviously, because we don't know. But that leads me to the question, right? Because it's one thing that they take their time to make a game, and it comes out, and the game works. There's no bugs. There's no issues. But generally, in the gaming industry, that's not the case. These games are taking forever to come out, and when they do come out, they're fucking broken, buggy messes. So, what is the point of them taking all this time to create a game, but when they come out with it, it's a piece of shit? Let me go around the table with you guys. We'll start with Atreyu this time. Atreyu, what do you think about that? We're giving them all the time they need, but yet the games are coming out fucked up.
Well, in that case, I bring it down to them just being lazy. They think that if they create this game and it's got a name that will give it some sales, all
Yeah,
they
they're
gotta
gonna
do
get
is
10
put it
million
out there.
regardless of how it come out.
Exactly. And I think that they should get called out for that kind of behavior. You know, I mean, people should just basically not buy the product then when they have that kind of behavior.
Yeah. What about you? And just to answer some of the chat, guys, it's not that I'm against these people. You know, I say this with Nintendo all the time. As much as I fucking hate Nintendo and they piss me the fuck off, Nintendo has a right to charge whatever the fuck they want to charge for their IP. Creating a hit IP isn't easy. So milk that motherfucker as much as you can. Last of Us. I know that we clown on it all the time, but look, man, it's a fucking
If people are
masterpiece.
buying it, fucking
Keep,
whatever. What
yes.
can I say?
Like
I'm
I
not gonna
do
buy it again, but if they're selling it, like you'd be stupid not to sell it again.
exactly. Like, look, I
Skyrim. How do you
bitch.
think Skyrim got to like 40 million copies? That bitch didn't sell
Mhm.
over 10 million on the generation it came out on.
Mm-hmm.
It's
They
like I
resold
get
that
it.
bitch 35 times.
I get it, man. I really fucking do. But at the same fucking time, we are paying customers, bro. Like, I just feel disrespected, man. I really do. I'm in customer service. I've been in customer service my whole life. Even when I was in the military, there was a form of customer service, right? I've been interviewed by the media while I was in the military, and the responsibility. And I was just a private. I'm like the lowest of the lowest. I'm the guy who's burning shit out in the field. But when I got interviewed, I had a responsibility to represent the army. I had a responsibility to represent my unit, my platoon, my squad, my section, myself, and my family. You know what I mean? Even though the questions were fucking basic, like, do you miss home? How is it being here? Dumb shit like that. But I still felt I was
Mm-hmm.
responsible for my answers. I was responsible for the people that I was speaking for. And I just feel like it is a complete slap in the face when you take 7 fucking years for an indie fucking title that literally looks like you drew on a piece of paper. Is that what took you so long? You drew frame by frame, you fucking asshole. Um, Nelson, you spoke your piece. Everybody spoke their piece. Anything else about the 7 year thing?
I just think it's funny it took 7 years for a 2-bit game.
Yeah, me
Well, I
exactly.
mean, if with 7 years of development and artistry and all this other shit and customer, customer expectations. All I have to say is the motherfucker better live up to the hype.
Yeah, it better be. It better
When
be
that
the
when
best
that
indie.
bitch
It better
drops,
be the next Journey.
it better be in some fucking Game of the
Game of
Year
the Year
nomination
conversations.
fucking conversations. Because if that shit comes out, hits the ground like a fucking wet turd, they're gonna have to answer some questions on that shit.
Yeah, and we
I'm
know they
not
will
thinking
be.
that I don't think it's gonna flop, but I also haven't seen, any gameplay really of the game other than what they showed the other
Guys,
day.
we have to go.
I haven't
We have
played it.
5
I don't know
recordings left.
anybody
We
who's
can't do
fucking
this.
played it.
What are you doing over
So
there?
Well, we're gonna get
we'll
into that
see.
next. We're gonna get into that next because the other part of the third part about this is Hollow Knight
Do you
Silksong
not know how to play?
reviews won't be out until after it launches. So let me get this straight.
Ooh,
Just to
so they're not
recap:
even sure.
one, they fucking lied about release
Come on, guys.
dates.
Let's
Two,
go.
it's taken them 7 fucking years for a game that should be out in 3 fucking years on the long end. And three,
Mm-hmm.
they're letting people review it, but reviews won't be out until the game fucking releases. Why is it okay for Silksong to do something like this? I didn't see nobody in the media talking about this. I mean, they're saying that its reviews will be out, but nobody's questioning it. Nobody is fucking saying this is a red flag, right? But yet every fucking other game, it's a red flag. Oh, reviews coming out day and date? Nah, it needs to be out early. Oh, it only came
Uh,
out a day before? No, it needs to be a week early or 3 days early.
What the
no,
fuck
Atreyu,
is that dumbass
that's a
doing?
red
Yep.
flag.
Come back.
Atreyu, what about you? What do you have to
Yep.
say about that?
To be honest, I agree. I think that's a huge red flag. I would have to question the sincerity of that, honestly.
Yeah. Well, what about you, RPG?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with the Trey. I think that's a red flag. I don't know exactly what that fucking red flag is, whether it's
Why did we
performance
blow
or
up
it's
all of that
shitty
so that nobody can
shitty
call it crafted?
storytelling or bad
Is that what you did?
combat or what the fuck ever, or they just don't want any spoilers out there. I wanna
It's
I
a
wanna know what
roguelike,
the
you know what I
fucking
mean?
yeah,
There ain't much
but
story
I
here.
mean, never mind the
I
fact that
want to know if
I
the game
didn't have
is
sense.
fun, if it plays good, if it runs good, if is it engaging, is it hooking before I ever even spend my money on it. And I like to have that 1 to 2 day buffer before the game actually comes out.
Mm-hmm.
What
That
about
way,
you?
if there is like a pre-order bonus or whatever, I could still opt in for that pre-order bonus.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Uh, what about you, Nelson? What do you think about that?
I'm calling. I'm calling it.
Nelson?
I was muted. When
Nelson.
I when I think about that, I think of Xbox's worst games, and then what's another game? Mind's Eye.
Which, by the way,
That's
Mind's
What?
Eye wasn't as bad as people said it was. But yes,
yeah,
continue.
it was
Yes, I
worse,
agree.
but yeah,
You played it, bro? Let me know what's your opinion on it. What do you think? What do you think about the
I didn't play
story?
it.
Oh, exactly. But yeah, no, Nuts is 100% right. It reminds you of all these fucking games, right? But Silksong is the fucking darling. Let it take 50 years. You don't need reviews. It looks identical to the first one. I want to go suck Silksong's dick while it fucking shoves his finger in my booty hole. That's what you guys
Oh
are
my
saying.
god. Oh my god.
It's fucking
See,
ridiculous. Go ahead, Atreyu.
no, I was just saying. I don't think that it's intentionally meant to anger people for them to have taken that long. I think they're just like, again, they're doing their own thing. That's fine. They don't have anyone beholden to, so that they have to be forced to rush another copy out or anything like that. I mean, shoot, they could have just been a one-hit
You
wonder
only
for
go to
all
work
that.
on Mondays and Thursdays.
You know?
Could have been. And look, that freedom to do that is awesome, right? And I applaud anybody. But at the same fucking time, man, you do have a responsibility to your customer base
I don't
if
even
you
know
want
why
to
it's
stay in
pink, but
business.
there's
And
just
I
something.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
look, I just find it extremely unacceptable. And look, more than likely, Silk Song is going to be a banger, right? The people that loved it are probably going to love it. They're going to think it's great. Even if there are some a couple minor issues, people are going to defend it because people defend what they like, right? We see it with the whole bots and ponies. You see ponies defending PlayStation. You see bots defending Xbox. It's nothing fucking new.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going to be the same old, same old. But if they want to continue to sell 15 million, they need to fucking do things ethically, properly, with time and effort. And I don't want to, because right now it sounds like, yeah, we got to it. If you buy it, you buy it. It's okay, because they got 15 million sitting in the bank, right? Because they're
Yeah.
privileged
Yeah.
with that. But what if they are that starving fucking developer? Do you think that they would be behaving like this? Fuck no, they wouldn't.
Not at all.
But anything else? Let me catch up with the chat in regards to this. To be fair, on time it took the team is 3 people. Yeah, once again because they wanted it to. You know what I mean? They sold 50 million copies. They could have hired a whole fucking country to develop this fucking game. Which actually makes it even worse in my eyes. People have been waiting for a new IP for Naughty Dog for a long time, and they still complain. We haven't seen any gameplay, and everyone's already decided that it looks like crap. Yeah, because they showed us what they had, and yeah, it looks like crap to me, and it looks like crap to a lot of people. Now yes, more can come out to change our minds to it, but we also have to take into account Naughty Dog's history, or to be specific, Neil's history, and I can see where people are coming from in regards to that. What's
No,
even
I mean
weird is,
it's these devs' job to sell us the fucking game,
yeah,
and so far what they've shown us hasn't sold us shit. Just an
bingo,
idea
bingo,
of what we're gonna get. When they decide to come out, whether it be the Game Awards or fucking Summer Game Fest next year, they better come out with some a lengthy fucking gameplay uh, experiencing, and actually explain the story a little bit more.
bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Because right
Well,
now, it it's our job to buy. It's their job to fucking sell.
so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well said, RPG. Well fucking said, man. It is our job to buy. It is their job to sell. Fucking
Now, I ain't buying bullshit.
hell yeah. Well said. Imagine if you can. Imagine that you can pump a game out like that pretty quickly if you wanted to. So there's definitely weird that it took 7 years. That's all I'm saying. And once again, I'm not discrediting their work or anything because the game looks identical to the first one, but better, like a sequel, bigger, better, stronger, right? That's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the Silksong people are gonna have a blast with it, and I'm excited for them. And I may be
Hmm.
getting the game as well, just to join in on the hype, join in on the FOMO, join in on all of it, right? I may be doing that too. But questions, the questions I'm asking, I feel like need to be asked, and I feel like we should be asking these questions. It's like, my guy, why did it took you 7 fucking years? Like, you're telling me you couldn't put the pen down? Yeah, that doesn't extend fucking production fucking years. Like, what, you don't have any self control? So
Hmm.
like, you just, like, come on, you're running a fucking business here. I just talked to my mom about that. My mom has a little small business she's opening, and I asked her, Mom, how much money have you invested in your products? Well, I don't know because I bought this from here. And I'm like, see, you're already starting off on the wrong foot. Because if you're using your personal money for your business, it's real easy for you to say, oh, it's just $10. But you do that times 10
Mm-hmm.
times, and now you spent 100. And now you don't know how much you've invested in what, how much money you need to sell to make your money back, how much, you're starting off on the wrong fucking foot. And that's what it seems like these people are doing. If it's like, oh, we're just going like you don't have bills to pay, you don't have a budget, you don't have fucking and that's more mismanagement in the video. Hey, what up, Warwana? How are you? And you just have more
Is that considered
mismanagement
jungle?
in the video game industry
Hey,
that we speak about almost
Jenna,
on a weekly fucking
is that
basis.
considered jungle?
Some of these dudes are so
Mm-hmm.
good at creating, but they're so terrible at running a business. And we're seeing that full steam in the video game industry, where you have these creatives that are great at making games, but they're terrible at managing the business. And we, the gamers, have to fucking suffer. And mind you, we're the ones that are buying the shit. We're the ones that are giving them the fucking money. So that's it. Anybody else has anything to say about Silk Song or anything like that?
No, but I'm gonna lighten the mood, and can we all laugh that the Xbox was at Gamescom playing Dying Light the Beast until the game crashed and revealed they were playing it on Steam?
That shit was
Oh
That
wow!
shit was funny as fuck,
that shit
dude.
was fucking funny. You see how fast that screen switched right off of
Yeah,
that
they were like,
fucking
"Oh
Steam?
shit!"
Yeah, they oh shit washed right over their face. It was great. I saw that clip today.
That was
Wow!
funny.
Yeah, we talked about that on Thrifty's podcast. Well, we didn't talk about the crash part,
No,
but
it didn't just happen.
yeah, no, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. We didn't talk about the crash part, but we talked about the just like so underwhelming that fucking Rogue Ally is. It's like,
Holy shit!
they were loading up gears and the whole segment gear still wasn't loaded. Um,
Wow!
it was
Yeah.
just
You caught on to that too, did you?
yeah. It was
I was
like
like,
Wow!
Jesus Christ, how
Hour
long does it
later.
take this fucking 360 game to load up on a next gen fucking handheld?
at first I was like, oh, they just don't want no spoilers. But I'm like, wait, Gears is like 20 years old. Like there is no spoilers. Like, what are they gonna spoil? How many frames
Yeah,
per
no shit,
second the
right?
fucking Rogue Ally pushes?
It was probably downloading all those fucking drivers updates.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Probably.
Because
It was loading up
Windows,
all the Windows bullshit in the background.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
because Windows doesn't go away with the Rogue Ally. Even though they
No,
say
you
that
gotta deal
it.
with all the Windows bloat. That's why
Hey, what
GPUs
up,
have to be
Josh?
so
How are you,
overpowered in
man?
the first place. Is all the fucking Windows bullshit that's in the background.
Yeah, exactly. It's still an operating system, and it's running on the most upgraded version of Windows. So it's like I just turned my PC on after having it off for like a week and a half, and I told my son like, "Oh, be prepared to wait for fucking hours."
Yeah, come back
And
tomorrow. It'll be
and
ready.
we literally that's what we did. We waited for like fucking an hour and a half. It was insane. But yeah, no,
Wow!
it's a clusterfuck.
Yeah, Windows
Um,
sucks.
I'm doing good, Josh. Thank you, man. Thank you for asking. And yeah, so Silksong is coming out very fast next week. Yeah, next week it'll be out. And like I said, I'm definitely gonna check it out, even though it's not the type of game I like. But it's interesting to see what upgrades they've done. Moving on, let's get into a couple topics in one. And in a couple topics, what I mean is this week in gaming, what's gonna be happening because we got some big games coming out. We found out some information about Metal Gear and Unreal Engine 5. And I also have Unreal Engine 5 bone to pick. So I was like, you know what? Let's talk about it in the podcast tonight. I'm glad War Wana's here. Hey, what's up, Bird? How you doing? Yeah, I'm getting Gears day one, man. I'm trying to see if
Yeah.
RPG is out here getting it so we can play it on the Just Playing live stream on Tuesday. If he doesn't, it's
Yeah.
okay. We still
No,
have the
I'll be getting it.
hey, so we'll be here live in the flesh playing Gears for the cajillion time, but this time on the PS5. But real quick, so we have Gears dropping on Tuesday. Same day we have Helldivers dropping on Xbox on Tuesday. Same day we got the Helldivers. Atreyu, what do you call the?
Halo OS. Oh,
No, the season battle pass thingy that Helldivers has.
oh the War
War
Bonds.
Warbond, the Helldiver, or I'm sorry, the Halo Warbond is coming out. ODST is coming out Tuesday. We have Metal Gear Solid dropping Thursday. We also have damn, what's the other game? Shit, completely blanked out.
Which I will have delivered to my door on Friday.
What's the other game that comes out this week, guys? Gears. Wow,
Lost
I
Soul
didn't.
Side's like a
Oh,
few days after that.
No, Lost Soul Aside is this week as well. Lost Soul Aside is Friday. So we got Gears Thursday, Lost Soul Aside Friday. Hey, how you doing, Jenna? Shinobi? Yeah, where is my copy? Limited run. Where the fuck are you? Today's the 24th. They said it was supposed to be here today.
They're
I should
limited.
I should have
Limited
known they were
what?
lying
The
because
limited delivery.
it's a Sunday. Motherfuckers got me,
Yeah,
bro.
that's right.
I'm hyped for a Sunday delivery. What the fuck? But yeah, man. So we have all these things dropping this week. So let's get into Metal Gear because I want to get into the Unreal Engine 5 discussion. But first question to the panel and all in one answer yes or no together. Did you guys hear how terrible the performance is on Metal Gear Solid?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we all heard of it. Now let me start with Atreyu first, and then we'll go to RP. Actually, no, we're gonna start with Nelson first because Nelson is a
You
Metal
go down
Gear.
and then you
Like
kill your
if
own
Nelson
kid.
can
Oh,
get married
RQ.
with Metal Gear, walk down
Oh,
the
Done a long
aisle,
time ago.
get married, yes, and I would have been the best man throwing flowers, baby, and controllers. Nelson, I've been trying to help you get a collector's edition for this fucking game for a long time, and I'm
I
sorry I
gave up
failed you.
yesterday and pre-ordered
But how was
physical.
what
My
was your
first physical game in 8
reaction?
years.
Is no, I got you a physical
7
game
years.
of Dead
Okay,
Island.
then I
Dying
bought.
Light. Oh, that you bought, yeah. How was your reaction when you found out that this game is running like dog shit?
You know what?
Unsurprised.
Really? Why?
They couldn't even get the fucking remasters of the '98 game fucking running well.
But they did
So
Silent Hill 2, and that came out good.
they didn't do that.
That was Bloober.
That was
Well,
Bloober. They
Konami.
published it.
Yeah.
They didn't do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
They
So
paid for it, but they didn't develop it.
even though the game is running like
I think that fucking, what do you call it? That Contra game they made didn't even run well. They couldn't even put fucking online co-op on that bro.
well, let me ask you this: we know, why did you still buy the
Konami
game?
typically now makes
Need to if you just shoot the
because it's
fucking
Metal Gear
thing
Solid.
with me.
Yeah, but
If it
don't.
wasn't, I would have picked it up at $40 if it was a game I just kind of liked or liked quite a bit.
But question: don't we preach on the channel all the time that why are we supporting fuckery?
Yeah, but if it was $300 and it ran good, I would have bought it at $300.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about that before I ask the same question to
Because I've been
Trey?
waiting 20 years for this game to get remade. And I have
Okay.
4 copies of the original.
Wow, why?
I don't know. Because I do. Because I got the Substance. I left one at home. I didn't want.
Wait.
Same reason I got like 7 copies of
Don't you got
Resident
the
Evil 4.
you got the PS3 version of Metal Gear? Well, this one's called Metal.
No.
This is Metal Gear 3, right?
Yeah.
Well, you have a
Yeah, Snake
PS3.
Eater.
Why don't you just buy the
I
PS3
didn't-
version that's gonna run better than the PS5 Pro version?
It's not gonna run better on the PS3.
Why not?
I have the PS3 version on PS4, PS5, whatever.
You know, will
The
run really
collectors.
well at the PS2 version. It'll run at fucking 60, no problem on the PS2.
That's true, but it'll be like fucking 480p.
Hey, I mean, it's not that far off.
Okay, move on to the next
PS5 version ain't that far off. I'm just giving you shit. RPG. What was going through your mind when you heard about this?
Given that it was
Konami?
running the Konami. but-
Unreal and Konami.
yeah,
It's basically a bunch of
those-
mobile developers now.
Yeah,
And pachinko makers.
I enjoy Metal Gear. I like Metal Gear 1, 2, 3, all of them, 4 and 5 and all that. But that time has passed, and when I found out that they were remaking Metal Gear Snake Eater, and then once they actually showed the gameplay and trailer and all that shit for it, I just have no interest in it. There's no nostalgia for me really left for me there anymore. So, was it running like crap? Yeah, that sucks, but I mean, that's not a big hit on me because I wasn't really interested in playing it day one. It'll probably be something that I pick up on a sale if I even pick it up at all.
Yeah. What about you, Atreyu? What was your reaction when you found out how shitty the game runs?
I was kind of disappointed because the way I figured it is you're not
one
really
for one remaking it. You know what I mean? You didn't even expand
not
it or
even
really
exactly. You're not doing a complete reboot of it
reimagining.
or
Yeah.
something. And it's like, why in the world could something that old run so poorly? Like, how did you fuck that up? That was like an unfuckable thing, and you fucked
At
that
least
up.
the Resident Evil 4 remake, like the areas are like 3 times bigger than they were before, and you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Like this
It's
is
not really even a
basically a
remake, though.
1-to-1.
It's kind of like a
Yeah,
reboot.
yeah, it is.
It's like RE2 was. RE2 Remake was basically a fucking reboot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they changed certain things in the story. They changed how the fucking camera worked, how this, that, and the other. They got rid of the fucking tank controls in the original RE2. So I think if Metal Gear Solid is going to do something like that, that's the path.
I don't know what the fuck
And
this
it
is.
sure as hell isn't going to be Konami that does that shit. And
Mm.
does
We
it
grabbed
good.
the wrong thing.
I was always hoping Blue Point would do it because then I knew it would come out fucking clean. But
Yep, I agree with you.
Well, Atreyu, what else were you thinking when you saw it? Besides disappointment, why were you disappointed in
I don't
specific?
have a guard dog.
Well, because I feel like when we do these remakes and these reboots and re-releases of old games,
you can't ask for a much bigger game to reboot too. Like all you got to do is do a good job on it, and fucking you got 10 million
exactly.
copies sold.
And I
You know
feel
what I
like
mean? Just do a good job. That's all you got to do.
you had a chance to make bank, make your customers happy, and give people, give fans what they wanted, and you missed the mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Such an easy mark to hit.
It's pretty damn
you got
disappointing.
$400-500 million sitting on the table for something that probably cost $50 million to make, and now you're gonna get like half that just because you know what I mean? Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they and then it spoils it for anyone who like your future thought about any Metal Gear Solid type games. You're gonna be like, oh, but I remember that one time they did this and it was a drop.
Yeah, they go to make another one. They're like, I don't know how that's gonna.
Exactly. So it kind of puts a bad taste in your mouth as well. So I was disappointed.
yeah. So now that everybody got a chance to go, let me give you guys a little bit of my background with Metal Gear. I've never played Metal Gear Solid. Hold on, let me catch up with the chat. War One, no Bloober. Yeah, no Bloober. PS3 version was not better. Yeah, I didn't know, Josh. Jenna, press X for doubt. Perfect Storm of Slop. I think I have 3 copies as well. I'm excited to play the remake. I just know there will be some performance. Oh, there's a lot of performance issues on Holy. We're talking fucking like 1080p, fucking 720. Like it's bad.
Yeah.
This
Shit
isn't.
that even the almighty PlayStation 5 Pro can't even fix.
Yeah, it actually, yeah, shit that
Well,
the
I don't
PS5
even
Pro
think they
can't
did
even fix.
anything for it. Well, I know they
No.
didn't do anything for it.
But yeah,
That's
it's-
given.
it's
I think
really,
all
really
it's got
bad.
is the enhanced sticker on the fucking thing.
Yeah, it's like it's not your normal typical issues. It's like 720, bro. It's really bad.
Yeah,
But
it's
what else is
horrible.
here? Who was that talk? Oh, that's
Which is crazy because they said this game was coming out like last year too.
Killing Floor 3 is
Like,
pretty
you got
fun.
plenty of
What have y'all been
time.
doing? Yeah, what have you been doing?
Who was that talking in the background? Oh, that's Atreyu's wife. She's been part of the show the whole time.
Yeah, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, guys. She's just playing Helldivers, and you can get a little
She's
bit
cussing
animated
people out,
when things
probably.
happen. Yeah,
So
you can get pretty animated with that.
You let that gamer game.
I mean, it happens.
So I've never played Metal Gear Solid. Never played it. I've never, I knew about it, of course. I know about the fame of it and how people like this is a lot of people that I know's favorite game ever, right? Like Nelson, a couple other guys.
That's like a fifth of gamers that are still gaming in their 30s today. Why they're still playing games?
So this was gonna be my first introduction to Metal Gear. I did buy Nelson. What's the one called where they just came out with a couple last year? The
Master
collection. I bought it, but I
Volume
haven't
1.
played it because I've been waiting for this one, and then I'll go and play the other one.
I played 1 and 2. I held off on 3 for obvious reasons, but now I feel like I should have just fucking played the fucking Blue Point remaster of the PS3 version.
But somebody,
ran better.
oh, I did play a little bit of the Phantom Pain. I beat one of them, which is like 2 hours long. I don't know which one it is, but anyway, so this was going to
Ground
be
Zero.
my introduction to Metal Gear, and I now will not be buying the game. So somebody like me who was excited for it, never played it, I was gonna buy it. Now I'm not gonna buy it until I hear that they
Mm.
fixed the upgrade. So the sales that are gonna come from these things are gonna be from the people that just can't control themselves because Metal Gear is my baby daddy, and are
Yep,
gonna go
that's
out and
me.
buy it, which is a disgusting thing to do. But
This
if
is the
I
only series that can do that.
yeah, everybody's got the only one that can do that. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's got their exception, right? I don't normally take it in the butt, but hey, I'll make the exception for you. That's Nelson.
Yeah, but if
Um,
it's fucking Channing Tatum, let's go.
yeah, see, let's fucking roll. So I'm out, right? I'm
Actually, it's
out.
Ryan Reynolds, but we're not gonna get
Uh,
into all that.
yeah, no. This is a that's for the members only. So the only way I'll get it is if my buddy who works at GameStop hits me up and like, hey bro, I got a pre-owned copy, for X amount of dollars. Then I'm like, I might get it for the investment into the channel, right? Because people want to see Will it plays with no internet, shit like that. But as far as like buying it day
Mhm.
one and Konami get a piece of my money, no, I'm not because the game is not gonna run well. So
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
they didn't sell you the game.
They didn't sell me the game. I mean, they had me sold. They didn't really have to do much, right? Because everybody did the selling for them. The word of mouth, the history, Konami. I mean,
Yeah,
what's
until
his
somebody
name?
got out there and test drove the car and said this thing runs like shit.
Mm-hmm. So, they ruined it. And I wonder how many other people they do it. Once again, if I do get it, it's because it's pre-owned and my GameStop body hit me up for it. But chances of him doing that are not slim because I haven't spoke to him about it at all. Kojima. Now, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna be buying Lost Soul Aside, which is the game that I wasn't gonna get. I wasn't gonna get Lost Soul Aside. I was gonna get it later, maybe when I get paid again or when it's on sale. I don't know,
Mhm.
just later. But now roles have reversed, where now I'm gonna get Lost Soul Aside because I'm not gonna get Metal Gear. Now
Right.
let's go around the panel one more time. Atreyu, do you think there's a lot of people in my position where they weren't gonna get Lost Soul Aside? Metal Gear was the game, but now they're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get Lost Soul Aside.
I think there's still a lot of people who are going to get Metal Gear regardless of how shitty it's performing.
That's
But
ridiculous.
to be
Only
honest,
the biggest fans.
I'm gonna judge
Yeah,
the
the
fuck out of these
nostalgia.
people.
I
I'm like,
well,
you are
to be
losers.
honest, I was going to get Metal Gear, and then I was like, when I saw all this, bullshit about the performance, I was like, never mind. And just like you, I'm going to get Lost Soul instead, because there's no way that I'm going to pay for Metal Gear for it to just be a piece of shit.
Yeah. What about you,
Nothing for the
RPG?
name.
What do you think
No,
about that people are going to switch games now that we know the news?
I don't know so much about switching games, and picking Lost Soul Aside over Metal
Because
Gear.
they come out back to back the next day.
Yeah, I don't see it. I think probably Lost Soul Aside, as far as what we've seen and what we know, is probably the better and safer bet. So people might choose that over Metal Gear until Metal Gear gets its shit figured out and throws out a patch. Maybe there's a day one patch, but we don't know until that hits.
I already judge you, Brett. Don't worry about that.
So,
Hey,
I
they let
mean,
Brad out of jail?
Yeah, Brett's out of jail, man.
yeah, the
Sweet.
old butt sniffer.
Yep.
What about
But
I don't
I'm
know
not
if
gonna
you've seen.
be.
I tagged him when we found out he got locked up for sniffing butt
I'm
cracks.
not gonna buy either one of the games. I'm gonna watch reviews and gameplay streams and see how each game runs, how each game looks, and see if they're really anything that I would enjoy.
and then what about you, Nelson? Do you think there'll be some switching where people who weren't gonna, because that's 140 or $130 in video games that are coming out back to back, literally same day almost, right? One comes out Thursday,
I
one
would
comes out
still
Friday.
wait. We haven't heard how Last Soul Aside performs yet, but
Well,
I would
we
tell people unless you were a Metal Gear Solid simp like me, I would wait for them to fix it with us.
well,
30
Lost Soul
days, 90
aside,
days, 180 days.
with Lost Soul aside, we do have specs on how it runs for PC.
Okay,
So
well, I
that's
don't own a
already out.
PC, so
But the point is that we do have some specs and it runs really well on PC, and we can probably expect the same thing since it's going to be a PlayStation console exclusive.
we'll
Um,
see.
but what about you, chat? Do you guys think that people are gonna, instead of buy Metal Gear, they're not gonna buy Lost Soul because I don't know many people who were gonna buy both games at once. I'd like even I barely do that. Last time I did that was fuck. But I don't even remember last time I did that where I bought two games day and date. Um, I know no, I can't remember, but I just don't. If you're looking to buy, yeah, I understand they're different games, but they're two of the biggest games of the year, and people buy games. And if they're at the store and they're looking at the games that came out today, but Unreal Engine 5, right? People are blaming Unreal Engine 5 for this. Let's go around and talk about Unreal Engine 5 real quick because I've had issues with Unreal Engine 5 in the past. War One actually helped me out with one of these issues. War probably doesn't even remember because I'm a nobody to him. But it actually happened during Expedition 33 where I was having issues with the how the picture looked. And War told me to try it in performance mode or quality mode or something like that, and it took care of it. And he said that it was a known issue with Unreal Engine 5. Well, I've been having issues, the same issue with Unreal Engine 5 games, not all of them, but a big portion of them. This whole console, well, the last year in specific, ever since I got my brand new TV that's supposed to be powerful and be able to show me graphics really good.
Wait, which TV is this?
Samsung fucking Q90 or some bullshit. I really don't know. I have to get back with you on that one, bro.
Expensive.
Well, it wasn't
I would
too
say get a
bad.
nano cell, man. That would be way better.
Yeah, I was gonna get that, but the Samsung was a little bit
It
better
ain't
as
the
far as
TV.
reviews
Unreal
go.
sucks on every
Yeah, I
device
know it's not
known to
the
man.
TV. I know it's not the TV, but that's been my fucking issue with Unreal. And when I first heard about Unreal, I thought Unreal was gonna be. You guys remember that fucking demo they showed, that illumination demo, when they're in the rocks and the tunnel and like.
Oh yeah, she's like flying through the air
Yeah,
and darting between pillars and shit. And
yeah, yeah. So a lot of people had a lot of high hopes. But let's start with RPG this time. RPG, what do you think of Unreal Engine 5 and the issues that a lot of games have been having because of it? Is it a skill issue or is it an engine issue?
Engine.
I would say
Both.
both to a certain extent, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's been good games running on Unreal Engine 5, like what we said earlier with like Fortnite and Remnant 2 and what was the other one that we were talking about? But there's a lot of games that don't fucking run good, look good, and I don't know if that's that the engine's just not designed for that style of game, or if it was just the developers don't know how to fucking optimize for that style of game with that engine.
I think you
So
hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yeah.
it's they there's a lot of people that just don't have enough time, and I think Unreal Engine's a good engine, but I think it's going to take a lot of practice and patience to get good with it. And you're going to have to bring people who've basically mastered that engine, like people at Fortnite and Epic and whatnot, to learn from them, because they're going to go, we know all the shortcuts. This is how you get this system, this mechanic to actually work good on this engine. So I think it's going to be a lot of that, sit down and learn from the people who somewhat mastered it more than the others.
And before I ask Atreyu the same question, just so you guys know kind of how this shit all works, is these game engines, a lot of them are free. Like, well, I'm not sure about Unity, but Unreal is free. What they do is they'll let you use the engine for free, and then if you sell X amount of copies of your game using Unreal, then they take a percentage. I don't know. I think it was like 5% or some shit like that. I think
I
it's
thought
like
it was more than that.
I don't know. I'm making numbers up. I don't know, but that's, they'll take a percentage of your sales. So a small indie developer can use Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, Unity's not free, but there's other engines out there. Unreal's the big one where it's free to use. You can make your game free, but once you hit a certain amount in sales, then they start taking a percent. So
Yeah,
it's
it's like a
really
royalty.
a royalty, yeah. So it's really cool for small developers who don't have the money to get their own engine, because that's one of the most expensive and most complicated things that a studio can use or make. And it's real nice that they can just download Unreal, make their game, and put it out. And if they only sell, I don't know what the number is, but 10,000 copies, they keep all that money unless they hit a certain benchmark, right? So that's why we see a lot of fucking developers using engines like Unreal because they don't have to pay for it themselves, and they have all the tools necessary. And when I mean tools is instead of creating each
10
individual
seconds.
tree
Just
in the
get the
game,
fuck in.
you can just use one of the available platforms on Unreal and make 100 trees in a second.
Yeah.
So these
Yeah.
engines let you do things that would normally take a very long time. Kojima famously has been using the Decima engine for Death Stranding 1 and 2, which was a gift from Herman Holtz. Herman Holtz made Horizon with the Decima engine, just to give you guys an example of engines and the games that they've been used on. Unity is another famous one. For some reason, I know that it's not just this, but when I think Unity, I think mobile games, just because there's a lot of mobile games that are made with Unity. I know that a lot of AAA games and, indie games
It's
and all sorts
mostly
of games.
indie and single A and some double A.
Yeah,
It's
but
very indie friendly. It's very easy to use. That's
very easy to
why
use.
I know a lot of talk to a lot of indie developers that use it that were pissed about the whole how they were
Oh,
going to charge them for this, that, and the
Oh,
other. Like,
yeah, what
you
was
know
that,
currently
John,
five
how?
right?
cents?
You know John, right? Will, he was pissed about it too.
Oh, now
Because that's
Nelson's a
what.
fucking insider. Nelson's a fucking insider. Hey, look, we
No,
got
I
an
talked to
insider,
him.
guys. He talks. I'm just playing. Yeah, I know John, bro. Yeah, John told us
Yeah,
the same shit.
yeah,
John,
he was
he
pissed.
he was pissed. Yeah, because Unity tried to charge him like I forget,
His
like
game's
five
already made
cents
too.
or
He's still like changing things and trying to get it ready for console. He's only got the shitty PC version out.
yeah. But Nelson, what about you? Or Atreyu? I didn't ask you. Atreyu, what do you think? Is it a Unreal problem or is it a developer problem?
I think it's a developer problem because honestly, let's be real. Like a lot of these companies, they've been laying off people. They've been having very few people working on these things,
Oh
and
yeah, per download. Yes, thank you,
do
Josh.
do they do they really think that they're going to have someone there who knows how to work this engine in and out once you're getting rid of all these people or having tiny groups of people working on a game? You know what I mean?
Or
So
contract
they're not
workers.
yeah, they're not going to know anything about, little tricks of the trade of how to get the engine to work right with them and with their games and stuff. And it's just going to end up having issues because it's just a developer problem. That's what I find. They need,
Yeah.
people who know this engine in and out, not just because you know how to program, or you know how to do this, then you should be able to work any engine. Like, that's not true, you
Yeah.
know?
And some of the big guys are switching to Unreal, right? We have Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Halo Studios is now going to be using Unreal to make their fucking games. Is Gears also going to be made in Unreal? I don't remember if they made that announcement or not. I want to just here. Let me catch up with the chat
Gears
because
already was made in Unreal.
already. Well, yeah, you're right. Originally it was on Unreal. To this day, the coalition has not shipped a complete Unreal Engine 5 game. Wow. Unity wanted to charge devs per download, so every time somebody bought a game, downloaded it, Unity wanted to charge them for that. Wara says Unreal Engine 5 has good games, but that's because UE5 isn't forcing games to be bad. It's the dev's problem. It's not optimizing or using incorrect tools. Yeah, because we spoke
Mm-hmm.
about Silent Hill, Remnant. Those games worked phenomenal, and they were on Unreal Engine. Microsoft has moved to Unreal. So Microsoft as a whole has moved to Unreal. I don't know Cyberpunk if they went to Unreal or CD Projekt Red if they went to Unreal or who they went to, but I think
They
they
did.
was it Unreal. So yeah, they said that they themselves are moving to Unreal as well because after Cyberpunk 2077, they were working on their own engine while making the game, and that really fucked up a lot of things for them. But I'm in
According
agreement. Go ahead.
according to this, Gears of War Reloaded uses Unreal Engine 3 style engine.
Oh wow.
To that was used for the Gears of War Ultimate Edition rather than using the newer Unreal Engine 5 to ensure a consistent gameplay feel with the original game.
Wow. Okay. Damn.
Well, that's probably good because Unreal Engine 3 is way better than 5.
Well, the reality is that we probably won't see well, the majority of people who use Unreal Engine put out their games very well optimized until the PS6, era. I think it'll take them a whole console gen to get good at that engine.
Then
But
we'll have Unreal 6.
then we'll have no. They usually do Unreals every like 10, 15 years or something like that. But
4 came out, I want to say, like Metal or what was it? Mass Effect 3 was on what do you
3,
want to call it? Yeah, 3 Mass Effect 3, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I think it's a developer's problem, man. I really do, because we have had examples of Unreal working beautifully, and we have a ton of experience of it not working beautifully. And I think this is one of those instances where it's
I
just
think Gears will work good because it's so linear and very, very on track. Like it don't do a whole lot, so
yeah.
it's never been an engine for like open world games. The only open world game I've ever heard of on Unreal was what do you want to call it? Days Gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about Unreal or Days Gone or anything like that?
Nope.
No. All right. This next topic is I picked it up for Atreyu specifically, but it's an interesting topic as well, because I've talked about numerous times on a podcast how Monster Hunter Wilds sold, it was like 1 million copies in 6 hours or something like that. Ridiculous numbers. Well, now we have a report that says Monster Hunter Wilds did not meet sales expectations.
The game sold 8 million copies in the first month.
When I read that, I was like, what? So let's go ahead and read into this real quick, and just kind of find out what they mean by this, because what do you mean by that? It says here, according to Capcom, one of 2025 best-selling new AAA games, Monster Hunter Wild failed to reach the internal sales expectations the publisher has set for the title. This week, Monster Hunter Ryozo Tsujimoto recently appeared on the Gamescom opening night live stage alongside Final Fantasy Yoshi P to unveil an exciting new Final Fantasy XIV crossover coming to Monster Hunter Wild. The crossover is bringing rideable chocobo and other familiar Final Fantasy creatures like iconic cactors into Monster Hunter Wilds as part of the Update 3 next month. Monster Hunter Wilds was one of the earlier AAA games to come out this year, and when it did, it broke Capcom's launch sales record. Over 10 million copies of Monster Hunter Wilds were sold in its first month, with 8 million of those sales occurring in the game's opening 3 days. 8 million in 3 days, 10 million in a month. And this was back in February. In the months following, Monster Hunter Wilds remained in a #1 spot for the charts above other major releases like Assassin's Creed Shadows, Split Fiction, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion Remastered, until Assassin's Creed Shadow overtook it just recently. When 2025 comes to a close, there's a strong chance that Monster Hunter Wilds could still hold on to the top 5 spot on the charts. Capcom isn't satisfied with Monster Hunter Wilds sales. In a surprising twist, it turns out that Capcom isn't happy with Monster Hunter Wilds' overall sales, despite the game's breaking the publisher's record in a new quarterly financial call. Capcom expressed that while it was very satisfied with Monster Hunter Wilds' initial launch sales, the game's longer-term sales over the months following have fallen short of the publisher's expectations. Considering Monster Hunter Wilds is largely treated as an ongoing live service-like experience, it makes sense for Capcom to expect even more sales post-launch as more updates and new content roll out for the game. They're not giving us any additional numbers, but let's finish there. I don't want to keep reading. Atreyu, 8 million in the first 3 days, 10 million in the first month. Obviously,
best-selling
these
game
numbers.
Of the year. They said one of, but let's be honest, it's the best-selling game of the year by long shot. Till Madden came out, probably.
So, let me ask you the question:
What's up?
Are they unsatisfied with it because they wanted it to sell like Cyberpunk in the first year, or they wanted to sell like Hogwarts within the first year? Like, what are they so unsatisfied about? They just hit the 1% of the 1% of the 1% in sales. They broke their own records. Why do you think they're unsatisfied?
I think they're unsatisfied because they expected that it was going to gain so much hype after all the initial sales that it would continue to skyrocket.
I think they thought it was have longer legs. Yeah, I agree.
But the problem is that they underestimated the power of these fucking whiny bitch PC boys about performance issues with them. And I'm telling you right now, the performance issues that they're having is their own damn PC. Because I don't have any problems with patience. I've never had a single glitch, a single issue at all with Monster Hunter. At all. And as far as I'm concerned, even if you read in all the comments of every single article you could find about performance issues with this, everyone goes on there and goes, that's your PC problem because I have a PC and I don't have a problem. And I'm like, exactly. So all these people over here crying and screaming about all these performance issues, we don't know who you are, but you downvote and everything and negative review bombing caused them to not have
Atreyu,
any extra sales.
just for context, let the people know how many hours you have of Monster Hunter Wilds.
Oh gosh, let me see.
Just for context, so people understand where this is coming from, because people don't get it.
Yeah, let me check. Sorry, I got so many
No,
games.
no, you're good. You're good. Because I want to make a point that Atreyu really tells you guys, because when she's saying what she's saying, it's coming from experience. Not that she played 20 hours of the game and beat the campaign like a lot of people did. I didn't, but
No, I'm at 184 hours right now.
184
And
hours.
I have 95% of the game complete. I just got to do my crown monsters so that I can like get the platinum.
So Josh also got the platinum in it. Josh, how many hours do you have in Monster Hunter Wilds? I'm interested to see. Yeah, Josh got the platinum as well. So we have gamers here that have been playing the fuck out of Monster Hunter Wild. Um, but Atreyu, let me throw a curveball at you. Is
Mm-hmm.
PC the main reason they're not selling better than
Oh
what they're
yeah,
currently selling?
absolutely. Because once you start downgrading all this stuff and talking all this negative smack about it, other PCers aren't going to buy the game, and then the PlayStation people are going to be like, "Well, should I buy it?" Because I hear all these performance problems. There are no performance problems. It's their own PC, but they have put so much negative review bombs on this thing that it slowed the process of the sales. That's all it comes down to, and it makes no sense because you're only hurting yourself. I mean, dude, I'm sorry that you have a shitty PC, but you're trying to ruin fun for everybody else because you're mad. Like, get over yourself.
So I bought Monster Hunter. I only played a couple hours and I turned it off. I didn't like it. Um, the reason I didn't like it is because I can't enjoy the story with my buddies. Like the game doesn't let you like start in the hub world together, and then you know no, it's like when the fight starts, that's all you can really do with each other. And I also
Mm-hmm.
don't like the layout of the combat. Like it just feels very mechanic to me. So it's not super like action adventure game, right? XX, Square. There's a lot more to it, and I just don't have the patience. But they gotta sell a sold copy for me. So um, it's a live service game as well. I'm not really into live service games, so that's where my money
Mm-hmm.
stops. But RPG, you've also played the game and you've beaten the campaign. Why do you think that? Well, first, what do you think about Monster Hunter Wilds? And why do you think that Capcom is bitching about the numbers?
That really all depends on how much the game costs them to make
Well,
and
they're making money. I
what they
assume they're
Oh
planned
making
yeah.
money.
on making, like what their stretch goal as far as their profits of what they're going to make on the game.
I think the
I like,
situation is that they're not making more money,
yeah, yeah. They just wanted to keep seeing that
making.
that
You want to turn
graph
it off?
going up
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of going up and then
I'm
starting to
no, I'm on the
stagnate.
podcast.
Oh,
So
through
yeah,
that?
like you said, I played the game. I've beaten the story, and once I beat the story, I just kind of dropped it. I didn't have any interest of continuing, and I thought that that was going to be a style of game even after I wrapped up. I did credits. I was going to go back and I was going to revisit, like once a week or twice a week. And I got my fill of it, so they're really not going to see any more
Right, yeah, very
of
fun.
me booting it up and playing it. But as far as performance, I played it on the Pro, and I didn't have, massive issues. It didn't run solid, but it wasn't game breaking either.
Yeah.
Now, if you're out there on PC land and you're trying to run this game with what is a 2070 Ti or something, something that's like fucking 8, 10 years old or some shit like that, yeah, you're probably going to have issues trying to run this bitch. But
Brett's got
I didn't.
180 hours in it as well. Look at that.
Yeah, and he's running his shit
Mm-hmm.
on the Series S.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's like a fucking 970.
yeah, and if he's running it on the Series S at 30 frames and still has got 180 hours, good on him. But I mean, I don't know. It didn't meet their expectations or their goals, and to me that's just like, well, you probably should have spent more time making a better engaging game.
Well,
If
Josh makes
that
a good
would have get
point
more.
because he said Monster Hunter World sold 25 billion in 6 years. Monster Hunter Wild sold about half of that in 1 year. So I think that the rest is up to Capcom.
I think it's
How
because of
Mm-hmm.
how big.
I
Because
think
Monster
these.
Hunter never really sold well until that one. I think they were expecting that to, you
roll
know what I
I
over?
mean,
mean,
reach new heights.
I
I
I
think
mean,
mean,
the
what
it
So that was
did.
kind of
events.
unrealistic. But
It did
They need to
though.
keep up with the events and the collabs. If you keep up with the events and the collabs, you're going to see this game have good longevity. Because soon as Henzo told me that they were doing Final Fantasy, because I hadn't been on Monster Hunter in about a week, and he told me, "Oh, did you see Final Fantasy collabs coming out?" I was like, "What?" I immediately jumped on there. I was like, "When is it coming out? What is it gonna have?" I started looking at all the stuff. I mean, I'm ready to go. I've done every event and the collab with Street Fighter so far, you know, and I'm all for it. As long as they keep coming up with more collabs and stuff, I'll be on this game until they decide to shut it off, you know.
Well, okay. And you bring up a good point, but also this is going to lead us into our last topic of the evening. I asked I asked the group a question, and let me pull the question up because I just had a discussion yesterday on Detective Seed's post yesterday, and Nate got in on this. I got in on it. Detective C's got in on it, and this has to do with. And I think this also. Not that it has to do with Monster Hunter Wilds, but I think Monster Hunter Wilds is a good example. But the question that I asked the panel was. Sorry, I'm pulling it up right now, guys. I said lots of topics for tonight. Not expecting to go through all, which we're not, but lots of gaming discussions. Also, I have a question that I want you guys to think about. I may ask in the beginning, which I didn't, it's at the end now. What would it take for you to leave PlayStation completely, and what do you think it would take for others to leave? Um, the question really is about exclusives and the effects on PlayStation. And what I also wanted to say is the types of games and all that. But hey, that's why we're doing the podcast, so we can break it all down. So I asked him that question because the the comment that I did on Detective Seeds, or taking it back a little bit further, Detective Seeds made a post yesterday about PlayStation exclusivity and PC. And what he said in specific is, do you believe gaming exclusivity as we have known it will change or disappear over the next 5 to 10 years? In my opinion, there is a shift coming, right? That's what he said. I said, everyone is talking about exclusives as a black and white thing. Let's say PlayStation stops with exclusivity. How much more will they gain? Will we see PC number or we see PC numbers are nothing special. Xbox is Xbox, maybe an increase if it's on Nintendo. But Nintendo being the main competitor, I don't see that happening. And what I was saying there is that if PlayStation does open up to putting their quote unquote exclusives day and date everywhere, what is PlayStation really gaining? Because we've seen that, well, Xbox is Xbox, they don't buy games. PC sales haven't been anything crazy, and maybe on Nintendo they can see a bump. But is it enough to them give up their exclusivity and what they got going on for that possibility? And then later on in the comment section, I said, well, they can want to put all their games on PC, but the problem is that PC gamers like specific types of games. That's why we see
Mm-hmm.
in the Steam charts, it's usually the same 3 to 5 games in the top five. Yes, there is some wiggle, and yes, when games come out, things change a little bit. But
Mm-hmm.
after a couple months or maybe even a couple weeks, the list goes back to normal, right? The same games that have been in the top 10 normally are in the top 10 again. So then Monster Hunter WoW, speaking of that, I think Monster Hunter Wilds is stuck in between the two worlds, meaning it's stuck in the type of game that console gamers like, where it's a single player, it has a narrative, it has the multiplayer component to it where you can play the game with buddies, and it has a live service component where you can link up with a group of people and go kill a monster. I don't know what the numbers are, but I think you can do 20 or 30 players at once. Is that true, Atreyu, or is that false?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Where 20 or 30 people can gain up on one monster. Is that true at the same time?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay. So that's what I mean, that the game lives in kind of two worlds. This game isn't doing that good on PC, and it already has a lot of the things that PC gamer like, and it has a lot of the things that PlayStation gamers like. So moving on to the last topic, what would it take for gamers to leave PlayStation completely if first, single player games from PlayStation aren't really doing it over there, and a game like Monster Hunter Wilds isn't really doing it either? We'll start with Nelson, since Nelson is the one who hates PlayStation the most out of us. What would it take, Nelson?
All I need is Nintendo to make a home console or Steam.
Wait.
That's all I need.
Okay, well, that was Nelson's answer, which did absolutely nothing to the question of what would it take. Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. It does take that. Okay.
It does take it. 'Cause
Nintendo
then I
does
got a new
have that.
home.
Nintendo
That
does
is
have
not a home console. That is a goddamn mobile
nope.
console with a deck. Yes,
That-
it is. No,
nope.
it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. A deck
Nelson,
is not a home console. Stop
Nelson, it has a deck.
So a Steam Deck is a fucking home console? Shut up.
No, because the Steam Deck's fucking deck doesn't work half the time.
Oh, well, if it did, it's a home console then?
Yes.
Stop it.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Also, never mind. I'll talk to you about that later. But RPG, what about you? What would it take for you to leave PlayStation completely? And if Monster Hunter isn't doing it for PC gamers, what will?
I don't really even know.
Or just put the Steam app on a PC. That way I don't have to deal with Windows.
Steam app
I
is
had a
on
problem in that part of
No, I mean
sort
as
of
an
the C
OS.
as well.
Like,
Oh.
I'm talking about a
Steam
home
Deck
PC.
OS.
Yeah, okay.
On a PC.
It's coming.
I know. I can leave soon. Can't wait.
But
You already
as
have
far
Nintendo.
as-
What are you waiting for? Stop being a pussy and jump.
I don't have no money. I just spent $1,400 in my goddamn garage this week. We were playing today, though.
I'm sorry, RPG. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead, RPG.
As far as like somebody like myself to walk away from PlayStation and not buy like PlayStation 6 or PlayStation 6 Pro or 7 or whatever, I think it would have to be the day and date PlayStation Sony games.
Oh, that's coming.
Yeah, well, we don't know. We can
We do.
speculate, but we don't know.
We do.
But
It's gonna be on
that
Nintendo
kind of
and
feels
Xbox
like
too.
where things are starting to go towards, but that's a whole different conversation in itself. But I'm going to keep my PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm going to keep my PlayStation 5 base, and as long as Sony's making games that you can only get on PlayStation, and
They won't.
and that window, that exclusivity window gap is still in place for the year to 18 months, I will probably end up having a PlayStation 6. But if all that shit goes out the window and I can buy a PC and the PC is going to play Xbox games and it's going to play PlayStation games and it's going to play Steam games, that's probably where I'm going to lean towards. Even if it's going to cost me
baby.
$2,000 to $3,000 to have a decent PC, not a fucking top of the model, but also not a budget ass dollar Best Buy fucking box that you pick up.
Get a Dell, dude. Get a Dell.
No, I ain't getting no fucking Dell. I ain't doing no fucking OEM shit. But no, I was actually I was trying to buy a PC yesterday, and my bank hit me for fraud because I tried to spend too much money all at once. So Yeah, I get to deal with that shit tomorrow with my bank. But yeah, I'm in the process of buying a PC just because I want to be able to experience some of these games that Steam offers that I've never really had any access to. So
Hmm.
that'll be different because there's a lot of games on PC that don't come out on console or haven't come out on console yet that I want to try. So, but I'm still gonna have my PlayStation, and then I'm gonna have my PC. I've sold my Xbox because I've not really seen a reason to keep it.
Okay. And I'll chime in at the end. But Trey, what about you? What would it take for you to leave PlayStation?
You know what would make me leave PlayStation is if they decided to do the same stupid shit that Xbox is doing. Oh, we're gonna like be on every platform everywhere,
They're
and you
working
can
on
just play.
it.
No, if they do that shit, they can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
well in the
never I
works.
I'm never going to be okay with that. They should stay with their consoles, especially because I read recently in an article that they were just talking about that they were going to start leaning away from console building, and I was like, get the fuck out of here with that bull crap.
Yeah, that's
Then
the
just
move.
sell video games, become third party, and get the fuck out.
Yeah, they can barely put out video games for their own console. They're gonna fucking do it for the whole world.
Yeah, right. Fucking right.
Let me
Let's use our
read you
resources to
guys.
make sure we can port now.
Let me read you
You
guys what
ain't
I
gonna get
wrote
remasters no more. They're gonna focus that to ports. You can't bitch about
because
remasters no more.
for a
Ain't got
long
time for that
time
either.
I thought that it was convenience that kept me with PlayStation, but after writing what I wrote, it's a little bit different. And before I read mine, I want to read what Nate said because it was a response to what Nate said. Nate said, "If uh, before that, I said everyone is talking about. I said if PlayStation starts to do day and date on PC under 12 months, I think that's their suicide. And they said if PlayStation shortens the time to 6 months or under, it will begin the slow death of PlayStation. PS6 will probably cap out at 80 million or less, depending if they are lucky. If there is a PS7 and by then they are day and date, it will be the last console, and eventually the death of PlayStation in the gaming market. PlayStation has PlayStation business model selling games alone cannot sustain their first party pipeline and investment. So trading 100% of a sale on PSN for a potential sale or none at all on PC, that 70% will drop their revenue like a rock, especially because their major games just get pirated to hell and back on PC. Then those people who no longer feel the need to buy a PlayStation drop your revenue even further by millions or billions with hardware, accessories, and third party sales and microtransaction losses. Just as an example, this gen alone, we have bought two PS5s, two PS5 Pros, PSVR 2, and the last gen was the same for PS4, except we had three PS4s. We had about eight controllers during the PS4 gen, and we have 11 this gen, including one being the DualSense Edge. We also have two PlayStation Portals, and on PSN, I own over 700 games, not including my physical games and years of PS Plus. My niece and nephew also have PlayStation consoles as well, and we buy them games and PS Plus, and they play and buy third party games and microtransactions as well. Now they are older and have two PS5s in the house, but one of them has their first PC and the other two want PC. If PlayStation goes day and date, none of them will be on PlayStation Next Gen, nor will I. I now consider between two gens just two of my family households, and that accounts for over 20K investment in PlayStation. If PlayStation plays with me, I've said on record I have no problem keeping my PS5 Pro and moving forward 100% on PC if they continue to remove, giving me reasons to invest in a platform while simultaneously tanking their own revenue that supports first party tech and development. So I agree so much with what Nate's here that I had to read that long ass tweet because immediately after I said, this goes without saying. I have almost all special edition controllers they have released this gen. At one point, I had three PlayStation 5s plus a PS5 30th anniversary, a PS5 Pro, not including the portals, which I had too. All the plates, over 500 physical copies, and close to 800 digital games. They keep increasing price in for PS Plus. My son is 9 years old. He's been asking me for PC for over a year now. For what I pay into PlayStation to what I'm getting, I keep getting pulled towards PC. We all have our reasons. Mine is physical gaming and exclusivity. If physical goes away and exclusivity no longer exists, then there is no reason for me to stay. Initially, I may pay more to make the switch, but in the long term, I will be saving a ton of money because I won't be buying all the things mentioned above. So I will no longer be buying all the controllers. I no longer will be buying the portals and the plates and the accessories. I no longer will be buying physical games because they won't exist, right? And on top of that,
Cheaper
PS
games, PS Plus.
PS Plus, they're getting $100 and some from me that automatically every single year. That goes away. I don't have to pay for that on PC, right? PC doesn't charge you to pay online. It's just part of it. So when you really start asking this question to people, people are so caught up.
Especially when I buy 50 games a year, if I save $10 a piece, I'm saving $500 a year right there.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
only $50 a game.
And when I ask a question like I asked to you guys, I'm gonna ask the chat the same question. Really consider the fucking question. Put your bias to the side on PlayStation. Look, I love PlayStation 2. It's where I do 99% of my gaming. But let's just be fucking real for a minute here. What is PlayStation giving you that you cannot get at PC, and how long will that fucking continue? Because we are outpaying PC by a mile. What are we getting in return for that investment? Right? What are we getting? At what point is convenience not enough? At what point is the one or two exclusives that we get every couple of years not enough?
Like I said, I think PlayStation should be scared just like Microsoft is, because nobody's going to want to use the Microsoft store on PC. And if they have PCs start coming up with the option to get a Steam OS PC where it just plays PC games and maybe go on the internet, that's all they got to do is put a couple apps on an OS. Get the fuck out of here, dude. It's going to run like a dream. You're going to get way more out of it, too. That's what Windows is scared of, right? That's why they're saying Xbox PC. They are terrified of Steam OS because they're like, we're going to lose 300, 400, 500 million people who play video games because they're not going to buy a goddamn Windows PC.
Yeah.
They've already lost 400 million in the last few years. I don't know if you knew that. They lost 400 million Windows users over the last few years.
Well, Brett, the plug and play, that's a big argument for console gamers, right?
Yep.
But if there's a Steam OS, it will be plug and play. That's the thing.
That's why on the last podcast I said if they can do something like a Steam Deck or the operating system of a Steam Deck, but on a console, I'll be there day one.
That's a good question by Josh.
What is it?
I think it's too late. He said, if Steam starts encroaching, will Sony stop the PC push? I think it's too late.
It's too late for that. I mean, I don't want to say it's too late because they are still taking a year or more to put their games over on PC. Oh, and let me debunk this fucking thing right now that people have been fucking saying, because this is pissing me the fuck off. People have been saying, oh yeah, the game's getting ported to PC is free money. No, the fuck it's not.
Nothing's free.
It's not free money. First off, they may not be.
Not to mention brand like Coca-Cola would not sell their product on you know what I'm saying?
Fuck
an
you
RC
mean?
can or something like that.
I stopped going to fucking Subway by my house because they took out Coke products. Now they got Pepsi product. Like I want Sprite, my guy. I don't want fucking whatever that bullshit they got now.
Sierra Mist?
No, it's not Sierra Mist. They can't use Sierra Mist anymore. It's called I forget what it is, but it's a weak ass name. Like I want my orange Fanta. I don't want fucking Pepsi or whatever that bullshit Sprite is. And I stopped going there. All because of a fucking drink, right? Not because of the sandwiches. It's because of a drink.
Starry?
Yes, Starry.
Yeah. But y'all know why that happened.
Why did they have to change the name from Sierra Mist?
Yeah,
because of this influencer who
named Sierra Mist. Yeah.
Oh wow, really? How do you lose to an influencer when you've been a soft drink for 30 years?
Because she bought the patent for the name.
Yeah,
why did they do that when they made the shit in the 90s?
They tried to sue her.
Yeah.
And then they were stupid and then renew their patent for their name.
Yeah.
And she bought the patent for the name.
You know, someone could make a living off of just like
people
going around different products and fucking looking for when their shit expires and if they lapse, you just take that shit.
They do make a living doing that.
Bro, that shit came out in 99, y'all.
Yeah.
And they had to discontinue. That shit was around for 20 fucking 5 years almost.
So now she got a copyrighted name I
Yeah.
just think it's really hilarious.
I would have just charged them $10 million to buy it back.
Well,
Yeah.
well, she did make them. I think I read this where she did make, or they did make a stupid offer, but at this point she's like, no. Like now it's a principal thing for her.
Yeah.
That's crazy because you know how much better Sierra Mist sold than I forgot Starry existed.
It's fucking story. Fuck.
hmm
But anyway, so I'm sitting back here like looking at my game collection, thinking about how much money I spent, and I just PlayStation or PC gamers, they're not like console gamers. They don't play the same games we played. You know, it's just a completely different world. And they're cool with buying fucking banana. What's the name of that game? I am fucking whatever banana. That game will
You
never
know,
sell 100,000 copies on console ever.
my problem with PCers, okay, this is the issue I've always had. For some reason, they can't just play the fucking game.
No.
They always gotta mod it out. They gotta change this. They gotta
Yeah.
change that. Fuck with it. And then of course that makes
Put someone in
the
the
devs
nude
up.
or goddamn got a big
Yeah,
dildo
like
on their face or something. Like, what the
you
hell
know,
is
like
bad with y'all?
why can't you just play the fucking game? You
Yeah.
Hey,
know?
Banana's number 5 on Steam right now, baby. Let's go.
It's been number
At
5
number
forever.
7, Bongo Cat.
Wow.
Number 8, Peak. Number 9, Wallpaper Edge. God, these are some weird motherfuckers.
But, you know, and you're right, Atreyu, but I think
Number 19, Helldivers. What's
what
up?
has to do with that too is because they
Yo,
have
man.
the option to do it, so they're doing it. If they didn't have the option to do it, I don't think it would be obviously it wouldn't be popular, but I think that them dudes because it's the choice thing, right? When you have too many choices, you kind of freeze. I think that they have so many
Mm-hmm.
games over there that they just stick to what they like and they constantly want new updates for it. That's why
Mm-hmm.
Counter Strike has been on there for fucking years and years and years because they just keep updating the shit and they keep playing it
Counter-Strike been on there since like '02, man.
so forever. But PlayStation, they need to get their shit together for real because I think if the hardcore gamer leaves, the casual will eventually leave too. And this
Mm-hmm.
whole thing that people fucking believe, which I can't believe people believe this dumbass shit. Prices going up on shit because materials are like, shut the fuck up. The prices going up because they want to make more money. Price ain't
They'll
going
use any
up
excuse they got.
because of fucking materials is going up. Yeah, materials is going up because they want more money. It's not because there's less of it out there. They have completely brainwashed the fucking general populace into believing this dumbass shit.
The
And
CEOs and those executives and those board members' fucking salaries don't get smaller as the years go on.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So PC. So I was talking to my buddy, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, I can get you something that will run 120 frames per second majority of games, but 100% of the games you at least be at 60, 70, 80% for right around 2Gs." And I'm thinking, okay, 2Gs. I paid 800 for my Pro. Well,
Yo,
I
just
would
think
have.
if Steam had their own OS though, like hack on like 30-40% just for not having Windows.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
think about this.
Seriously.
You pay
You
for
could
the
get
Pro.
that $3,500 PC. If that's got Steam OS, now your PC's $2,000 and you're getting that same performance.
So
Like no
you're at
shit.
the Pro is 750 now. So now you're 1250 away from that 2Gs. You buy a fucking DualSense controller. That's 90. Let's say 100 with taxes. So now you're at
Mm-hmm.
fucking 1100. You buy plates. You keep buying accessories. In 3-4 years of buying shit for PlayStation, you've just now paid for a $2,000 PC. Not
You buy
including
30 games a year, or let's just say 25 games a year, you're saving $10 average a piece on those. That's 250 a year. Do that over 5 years. There you go. There's
yep,
1250.
and include the
Oh,
100.
and your PlayStation Plus?
Yep.
Yeah, just to say $100 a year right there. You're at 350 a year right now, 5 years. Yeah, there you go. There's almost
There's a
$2,000 for you
difference.
right there.
There's a difference. So
But
it's
Nelson, that's not always saving just $10 here and there. I mean, you got Steam sales,
Yeah,
you got
I know.
CD
Sometimes it's
keys,
more.
you got
I'm averaging it out
yeah. So I mean, there's stupid
because
fucking sales and
most day ones you're only gonna save like 7, but overall I'm saying
yeah.
you'll like 10
bro.
bucks a game or so.
I seen day ones on sale for like $45, a $60 game, like super super cheap. So PlayStation is dying, guys. They are. And not because we don't want to buy shit from them, because we do. Hell, they're making more money than ever right now. But I think they're at their peak right now, and I think it's going to be downhill, especially if they keep taking as long as they are with games. You cannot come in hot, start the generation hot with games, then go cold, and then get hot again towards
And
the end.
start picking at people. Hey, I've been all digital because of my kids. Now that my kids are getting older, you know what's really spurring me to want at least my single player games? I want to start buying more physical games, taking my fucking
Yep,
rewards away. Fuck you then.
yep, yep.
You get less of my money.
That's
Piss
another
off.
thing. So once this generation ends, if the next one isn't, which I'm sure
I'll
it will
just
be,
yeah.
if it doesn't have physical, whatever the last console from PlayStation is that has physical and has backwards compatibility, I'm gonna be buying two. One for everyday use and one to store away for when that everyday use one goes to shit and I can't fix it anymore. I can pull that sucker out and keep playing my collection. And that will
Yeah.
be the
That's the nice
last.
thing though. But since PS5 sold so many, they'll be cheap in the future. Like
Yeah, they will be.
you can
So,
pick in a couple of years, you'll be able to pick up one up for $150 because
well,
the PS.
you know what I
You know what I'm
mean?
saying though? Like
Yeah.
how much does a PS4 cost now? Pick one
Uh-huh.
up for $100. You know,
Well,
because there's
yeah.
the
That's if
Dreamcast or like an Xbox will probably be. You should probably start storing your Series X because it ain't sold hardly any of those. Those are going to be rare, like the Dreamcast someday.
yeah. And it's backward compatible. And also,
It,
that's if PlayStation doesn't do another price increase, which would not surprise me if they fucking did. Why? Because greed is incredible. They're making more money than ever, and they really couldn't eat $50, which, mind you,
Right.
$50 is the retail price. But when we talk about cost, it's way less than that. Remember,
Yeah,
profit margins are anywhere between 30 to 60% of that. So
they
talk
just
about
had
half.
record breaking quarter, and then they're gonna jack the price up due to the world economic market conditions.
Yeah. So yeah, no,
And
they're full of shit. They could have ate that 50, man, but they
but
didn't.
to the people who are complaining about the price of the console going up, and oh well, I can't afford it now because it went up $50. Like, well, the
if you
motherfucker's been
couldn't
out
afford it,
for
then
for
you couldn't
five
afford it
fucking
before for
years.
$50. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you waiting on? It's been available, like widely available for the last 3 years. Like, you could go to your local
Mm-hmm.
Walmart brick and mortar store and pick the bitch up, or even get on your phone and order it off of PlayStation Direct. So if you haven't bought it now, good chance that you're or never going to fucking buy it, and you're just
Mm-hmm.
bitching the bitch.
Yeah. Well, that's normal. People bitching to bitch, but I'm bitching because they could have eaten that cost and they chose not
Oh
to.
yeah, I'm in agreement with you that they could have, but they're not going to, because people are still going to buy the system regardless if it goes up 50
We'll
or
see.
whatever.
I
By the way,
really.
one of the reasons dinner took so long tonight it was we could not leave Target because we kept playing Mario Kart World.
Oh, so
We were having a blast.
you're just like the
Yeah.
Silksong developer. You have no self control.
Nope.
Well, yeah, Josh is right. It went up 50 in the U.S. only
Oh
this
yeah, the
time, but I
U.S.
mean
Yeah,
it increased in like Australia and all the other places.
before
What 6 months
6 months
ago?
ago.
Yeah.
More than that, right? Wasn't it like eight, almost a year?
Yeah, it was something along those lines. So it went up back then, and now the U.S. is just catching up because they're basically their backlog stock has ran out.
Yeah. No, man, I'm not happy with PlayStation, but I'm also not happy with Xbox, and I'm definitely not happy with Nintendo. And when people say there's games to play, of course there's games to play. Third party has been
There's
feeding us.
always games to play.
There's always games to play, but I really like
Even if
my
there
first
wasn't,
party.
there's a fucking 500 games you can go replay.
Oh,
You ain't played in
easily,
10 years.
easily.
Yeah, you get you
I can make a
some
career out of replaying games.
you can get some PS Plus, and you have a fucking
Yeah, you
smorgasbord
can be
of
good for
fucking
life.
games to play,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
There's
not
like
touch
900,000 games on that bitch.
a single game that came out this generation, and still not play or tried or beat all the games that are in PS Plus or Game Pass. So yeah, them not having games or being able to afford games like that come out the last 5 years. Yeah, you have games to play. You just have more excuses than you have the results.
Or you just got way too much goddamn time on your hands, I think.
no, that's not it. Because I don't have a lot of time and I still game a lot. It's just that they are very specific with the games they want to play. You know, they want to keep playing the same fucking shit. You know, if they play a shooter, that's all they want to play.
I only want to play Rockstar games. Well, I guess you only play a game once every 10 years.
Exactly. But nah, man.
You make time for what you want to do.
Yep.
Yeah, but that
You
thing
don't
that
make excuses.
I
Yeah,
think
well, I can tell you don't have kids because a lot of things I do aren't because of what I want to do.
I have
I
kids.
do have a kid.
Yeah, he does have kids. We all got kids, Nelson. It's just you.
Yeah,
I don't have kids. I don't have kids.
Oh,
And
well, you got dogs.
I do have dogs,
They're
but
not the same
even they,
thing.
they
Count.
It's a
I had to get
responsibility.
another dog just to keep my other one
They're
busy
half
so
a
I
point.
could game.
Yeah, they're half a kid. Yeah, no, man,
Yeah.
it's a sad
Well, there
thing.
you go. I got how many pets do I have? I got like 12 kids, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
true.
Half a point, you know what I
Fuck
mean?
that. That's unacceptable.
my kid is old enough to take care of
I got
himself.
2 cats
so
right
that's
by
all
me
that
right
matters.
now.
Yeah, no, I was just talking to my son's mother about this too. I'm like, you know, school's starting back up and, you know, we homeschool. And I'm like, well, we're going to be doing computer
shit, really?
schooling this year. So I was like, do I just buy a gaming PC for dual use for school and gaming? Like, or, you know, so I'm like, damn, I might be there sooner than I thought I would be. And I tell you what, if I get that bug with PC, it's just a wrap for PlayStation. And they make a shit ton of money off me on PlayStation. So, but there
But
y'all
doesn't
have.
mean that you're doesn't
Where
mean
the
that
hell did
you're a
everybody in the chat
PlayStation.
go? I'm pissed.
Well, we're not talking about anything good, and you fucking interrupted up everybody, and nobody likes you.
What
But
the
then
Yeah, I
hell?
know.
again,
Huh?
you saying that you're done with PlayStation doesn't mean that your PS5 goes out the window. Doesn't mean that
Yeah,
you're
I didn't
No,
throw my
that you're
Xbox away because it's a piece of
yeah
shit. I still
your
kept it.
bookcases of physical
no,
games go out the window. No,
no. That's what I just said. I'm gonna
that's
be buying
additive.
double. I'm gonna be
I
buying
still have my
double.
Xbox. I just didn't buy a new one.
Exactly.
Yep. The only system I ever packed up and put away was my Switch.
That fuck the Switch, man.
I literally packed it up and put it away, and that's the first time I've ever done that to a game
Nelson's
console.
excited because it's new
Goat.
at the store, but wait till you put
No,
fucking
Switch
10,
is so
20
good.
hours in that Mario Kart. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Anything else? Like, this is it? Fucking weak as fuck. That game was way overpriced, man. Not saying it's a bad game, because it's a very good game, but it's a fucking arcade racer. Like, how much can you really do with that?
The only console I've ever packed up and sold before that generation has ended was this generation of Xbox, and that was the Series X.
Oh, bro, I had to do that every console generation to get my next one. I didn't have the money. I was a broke boy.
Yeah, I had to do that. Yeah.
I traded my shit in at the end of that generation, going into the new generation. This one, at the halfway mark, I said fuck it, and I just packed the bitch up. Got a hold of my friend. He wanted
I know
another
a lot of people
Xbox
that have done
Series
that.
X, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll buy it from you for $350," and I sent that bitch straight to him.
I still use mine for TV, so I mean that's
what all my buddies
use.
use their Xbox for. Everyone says, "Oh, the worst thing they did was TV." I'm like, everyone I know that bought an Xbox bought it for goddamn TV, motherfucker.
Question. Why don't you guys just use your PlayStation for TV? It does the same shit.
I don't understand it either.
No,
It's just
no,
how
because I'm gonna tell you right now. I've tried to use apps on PlayStation for like television
It's
and stuff,
designed
and
for TV.
it just doesn't work right for me. It's slow and it's ridiculous, and I can't stand it. So I use my Xbox.
Well,
It works better.
They're just
They're
used to
all
it.
my bedroom TVs are Roku's, so yeah, that's what I use.
I only have 2 smart TVs, and the one that I use for like watching television a lot is in my bedroom. So, and that one doesn't have the smart TV. So that's why I use my Xbox.
I mean, I guess
people are weird. I got 2 friends that are like, "Oh, I bought a Series X." I'm like, "You haven't used your One X and since you bought the damn thing." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but we needed it for a TV." I'm like, "Wait, so you got the One X?" And they're like, "Yeah, but my original Xbox took a shit, or my Xbox One." I'm like, "But you have 2 smart TVs." He's like, "I know. I'm just so used to watching TV on my Xbox." I'm like, what the fuck? Whatever.
I mean, I use my PlayStation the same spiel I gave my parents for the PS2 so they can buy it to me.
$500-$600 to watch
It's
fucking
like
TV on a.
it plays Blu-rays, entertainment, music. I still use it like that to this very day, but I only use it for YouTube, maybe HBO Max, maybe.
Yeah,
and it works fine.
I was gonna say also for some reason with the internet connection, for some reason on your smart TV, sometimes you can lose connection when you're doing stuff. But my Xbox never loses connection, so I just
Really? I've never
Yeah,
experienced that
I've
before.
never lost connection off of Xbox.
Yeah,
I've
that's
even
true.
lost connection off of my PlayStation even, but never off my Xbox.
Yeah, my Series X was very good about not losing connection with any of my streaming apps.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I've never lost connection on anything.
Me either,
I
but I don't
always
use
lose
it for
connection on
anything other than my
PlayStation. It drives
TV.
me crazy though, because like I'll be in the middle of a game and I'm like, "Oh, your internet lost connection." I'm like, "How? Everything else is connected to the internet. Why is my PlayStation not connected to the internet?" That makes no sense.
You know what I lose
No,
connection
yeah.
on? My fucking headset from PlayStation.
Me
Oh, that's
too.
why I got rid of the Pulse, man. I said,
The
"Fuck that
Pulse
shit."
Elite bullshit, dude.
When they're
I don't know
working,
why you
they're
guys are
working.
having so much issues with that.
Every
My
single person I know that's bought a Pulse Elite fucking has the
oh,
same issue.
is it
Mm-hmm.
just specifically
It's
the
the
Elite?
PS Link shit. Yes, it's the
It
Elite.
it stops
It's
linking between
PS
the
Link,
dongle and
dude.
the headset. It just
Yes,
stops.
constantly.
And
See,
then
Happened to me
everyone
this
was like,
episode. Rewind it to the beginning.
see, I have the OG PS the 3D
No, I never
pulses.
had the issue with that one. This one has PS Link, and PS Link is garbage.
it's
Okay.
so lame. I actually gave it to my wife and got a new headset because I couldn't take it anymore.
When it
I even
works,
got a
it's
dongle to
phenomenal.
plug it into the front, so instead of being 10 feet away, it's 9 feet
But
away,
that's
and
what
it
I'm
still
saying. I
disconnects.
actually put it in the front, and I'm actually really close to my PlayStation. I'm like
Me too.
5 feet away
I
from
can
my
spit on it.
PlayStation. And the fucking thing's still disconnected. That's why I was just so sick of it. I was like, I'm done
That
with this
PS
shit.
Link shit is trash.
Well, it's PlayStation being PlayStation, bro.
Trash.
Mm.
I don't know. I like the headset a lot, except the disconnection part.
The sound's good, but it
Sounds
fucking
really
is.
good. The
Half the
voice is
time I
really
gotta get up in
good.
the middle of a game of Helldivers, get my shit shot up to unplug my dongle and plug the fucking thing back in, dude. Like, that is annoying as fuck, dude.
No, this
Oh
headset,
man.
like, if it wasn't for the because the headset on this, it
Oh,
sounds
the
really
sound's
good.
phenomenal.
The voice is really good. It blocks out background noise. Like when my son be in the background yelling and screaming and shit,
Yeah,
you
I
guys
don't
can
hear
never
shit.
hear him.
That's
So
why I
it's
always
really
gotta take
good.
off my earpiece and be like, "What the fuck do you want?"
So my
Because I
question
can
would
just hear
be
random shit.
with the issues with the PS Link, would it be a better headset, the Elite, to just have wired into your controller versus the Link system?
I mean, I don't know if that would work or what. I never done it.
Well, the problem I have with the wired setup for the controllers is it doesn't take long for it to get loose, and then you start getting all the static and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
you
just
get that.
prefer to have the wireless. I mean, the headset that I have that I winded up getting for it. I mean, to me, it's phenomenal.
The shit should work.
It's the Corsair HS80 Max, and I think I've never had a problem with this thing since the day I got it. So
I have
I'll just stick with it.
the Arctic 7X Pros,
It's
and they're Steel Series, so
bro.
they're really
Yeah.
nice.
The headset just has to get rid of the background noise. Like that is a thing that we need to have because we have families and shit around us, and we're constantly gaming with
Mm-hmm.
other people, doing podcasts. So that has to be standard. And the Pulse is
Mm-hmm.
so good at that, man. Like you guys can even hear me crunching on chips, bro. Like that's how good it is. But
Well,
the
if it would stop
disconnecting,
disconnecting, that would be great.
that would be yeah, that would be, and also the price
Yeah, they
point
need to update
is
PS
really
Link or
good.
something, like fucking something.
No, they need a whole new fucking system. That PS Link is fucking booty.
Well, there's got to be a way to software update that shit. I mean, get to work some overtime. I don't give a fuck.
Crunch.
Well,
Hire
how does
somebody.
this mic sound
they make
compared
the
to my
money.
3D
This
Pulse?
you sound a little more like not far away, but a little bit more echo or wider. Like you
But
don't.
not echoey.
No, not echoey. Just wider. Like you're talking in a microphone to a room.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what's crazy?
This one actually has a boom to it, unlike the 3Ds.
Yeah,
I've
yeah. Like
seen
there's
more
no boom.
people. I've seen more people playing Battlefield 2042 the last few weeks between
Mm-hmm.
PC and PlayStation than I did when the fucking thing came out.
And you know why? It's because it
Yeah,
has a
it's
battle
'cause-
pass right now, and
Oh.
it's got all these rewards that you get to carry over into
Oh,
Battlefield
okay,
6.
yeah, that new Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, it's very fucking smart.
Because
Mhm.
people just.
Whoa,
their nuts
Stephen
are-
Leon with
their
the
dicks get big for that
$100
new one.
super chat. Thank you,
What?
Stephen. He says 5 cats, 5 dogs, 2 goats, 12 chickens.
Oh
I'm
my
human
god.
and a human
all right,
kid.
Steven got us
Excuse
all
me.
beat.
We're talking super chat from Steven. I gave away my Xbox, got 5 PS5s, 2 not being used, build my PC, F Nintendo, facts, and I have 3. Going to watch all my Robotech Blu-rays. I bought my Endzone and the eye headsets. You know me, I'm patient. Sony is okay for me. Thank you for the $100 super
I
chats
like
and for
Steven, but I'm very
becoming
disappointed
a
with some of his
Nice, bro.
member.
comments.
Nice.
Thank you, Steven. And by the way,
Facts.
Steven is also a fucking member, so shout out to you, Steven. Thank you.
Nice. Yo,
Um,
Steven. Good job, bro.
I appreciate that, Steven. And Nelson is upset because you hate Nintendo, or not hate him, but fuck Nintendo. And I agree. Fuck Nintendo.
Let's go
Right?
Nintendo!
Fuck
Drink is spelling off for it.
PlayStation.
He also said he's got his Yetis, and the sound is on point. I was thinking about Yetis before I bought these, but I decided to go with the PlayStation because I'm a PlayStation fucking pussy. Damn, that's insane. Thank you, Steven. I can't believe it, bro. Last time I
That
got a
was
super
really
chat
great,
that big
bro.
was a long time ago. But man, yeah, no, anything else you guys got to say about what were we talking about?
About them shitty ass headsets.
Yeah. Yeah, disconnecting.
Hey, did you hear about that guy? Well, this is off topic, but other people might find this funny. But do you hear about that one guy who was like didn't have a stable job for 15 years? His wife recently divorced him, and he won $273 million while
Oh
getting
yeah,
alimony
yeah.
from his wife.
Yeah,
And some
yeah.
guy commented, he goes, because his wife divorced him, he won $273 million, and the guy goes, I wonder what his third wish was for.
Wow.
Damn.
I was getting ready to say he just
Wow.
won the fucking lottery twice.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Probably fucking get
That's
a big
funny.
wiener now to fucking use that $200
He
million.
was getting alimony from his
Right.
wife, dude. Like, he got
Oh,
divorced and was getting
shit.
alimony. You don't never see men get alimony, dude.
No,
Like,
fuck
this
no.
dude's hit the jackpot, dude.
Well, actually, I do know of one dude who got alimony from his wife, and bro, his wife took him to court every fucking year to get rid of that shit, and they finally did.
Wow.
One of my mom's friends, she'll never get married because she gets like 8 bands a month for doing nothing.
Bro,
Oh, yeah.
Giving
Living off
it
that
up
government
20.
and shit.
No, she's living off of him
Oh.
bro, I have
from some shit she ain't gave up to him in 25 years.
a coworker's friend of mine, California. They got divorced. He is paying her alimony. Man, they were only married
He's
for
been
like
paying alimony for like 25 years, dude.
yeah, he's been paying alimony for 20 years. They were only together for 10, and part of the deal
Yeah,
is
they were only
Wow.
together like 15. Yeah.
she cannot be living with anybody. Meaning, as soon as she moves her boyfriend or whoever in,
Yep.
the house
Same
loses.
thing. But that's
So-
why she won't let anybody. They just
But
visit.
all she does is, as soon as they come to, because they do random inspections like twice a year, all she does is put all his shit in a U-Haul truck. He parks on the street and then moves back in whenever the inspector leaves.
Yup, she does the same thing. She gets $100K a year, dude.
Yep.
Let me tell you, it does not take that long to dig a shallow grave. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, well,
mm-hmm.
if you get caught, you're fucked. But yeah, no, that's
we handle shit in Missouri a little bit differently.
yeah, no. He's been paying this chick fucking like 3 G's a month for the last fucking 20 years, bro.
I just had my 20th what do you call it, fucking reunion, and he'd been paying that since before I graduated. So do the math. He
Oh,
about
Damn.
a couple million in the hole, and then some.
Oh, and she cheated on him. That's why they got a divorce.
Of
What?
course.
She cheated on him. So it ain't even like he did something fucked up. No. Like, look, if you've been married for 20 years and your wife is a stay-home wife and you go out here, you fuck around, you cheat on her, yeah, she deserves
God damn, my
half.
pulse.
She
There
deserves
we go.
half.
It's back in.
But, like, man, how far does that shit go? I don't know. But either way, thank you guys so much, Stephen Leon, bro. Steven says, I got a sugar mama. I get alimony. WAST, baby. Damn.
My pulse elite just came back.
I wish I fucking got alimony. I wouldn't be working, bro. I'd be at home raising my child. I'm a single, hardworking dad, independent. I pay my own bills. Look how stupid that sounds, right? But when a woman says, it's like, you go, girl.
Yeah, right.
That's the
I'm
difference
not
that
gonna
we,
lie. If I became single again, I'd be finding me some old bat that only got a few years left.
yeah,
Oh my
that,
god.
wait till she fucking dies.
Yep.
Cruising he's old fucking Nelson over there cruising the fucking nursing homes.
Remember, Nelson,
Alcohols.
I got plans.
remember, Nelson's a Nintendo boy, so he'll do whatever the fuck it takes to get that Switch too.
Yep.
Yep.
But no, thank you guys
I'll
so
visit
much.
the nursing home. I'll give someone's grandma a good night for
Everybody
a new
left the
Switch.
chat. We're down to fucking 5 people, and I'm sure it's me, Nelson, fucking Steven, and that's it. RPG. I'm from Cali. Fuck that place. You go, boy. Okay, that sounds sus.
Fuck that place.
Yeah, it does sound sus. Cali is tough, and that's where my buddy who pays alimony is from. Cali. That's where the judge like you got to pay this chick fucking forever. But no, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today, man. Big shout out to Steven Leon for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Steven, for also being a member.
Oh, Steven got a sugar mama?
No, Steven's married.
Oh.
But I do want to give a shout out to the members of the channel, the Keep It Gaming crew. We have Steven Leon, we have RPG88, we got Mr. Henry Hack, and we also have Sky Warther. So thank you guys so much for being a member. Keep an eye out on the channel because you guys get exclusivity that nobody else gets. And then don't forget to tune in Tuesday for the Just Playing live stream. It'll be me and RPG playing Gears Reloaded.
Nice.
Cool
I'll
thing
get
is,
that eventually. I had the game forever though. So
remember the game is only $40. It's not a full price game, but
I know, but I picked a really bad week.
I bought RPG Gears 1 on Xbox, and then he sold the fucker like a week later. So
I fucked him.
All this time later, we finally get to play Gears of War together, and I'm glad we're going to do it on the channel for the Just Playing live stream. So tune in on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central for that. Thank you so very much to the panel for hanging out with us tonight. Let's start with our outros. First, we have my co-host for the Just Playing live stream, RPG88. RPG, let them know.
Just like any other week, during the co-stream, you can just find me in the Discord. That's the best place to find me until I can get my other accounts situated and corrected. As I do have some name changes I gotta do on certain accounts. But for right now, you can just find me in Will's Discord. And it should be linked down in the description or in the comments.
And big shout out to RPG for staying up past his bedtime. I know he's got to be up at 5 in the morning, so thank you for spending that extra 45 minutes with us, man. And then next we have, go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay. I have boobies waiting for me, so.
Okay, that's always good. I got myself waiting for me. That's it. Next we have Atreyu. Once again, I apologize to Atreyu for missing our appointment a couple weeks ago for the podcast, but my basement got flooded, and I appreciate her coming back this week. Atreyu, let the people know where they can find you.
Well, you can definitely still find me on Will's channel. You can find me on TikTok. My handle is still Atreyu there as well. And I actually went back to streaming, so you can still find me on Twitch at Atreyu_smiles. So,
Fire. Fire. Back to streaming. I like to hear that. And then co-host, Mr. Nelson Gaming Culture, who showed up late, like always. Nelson, where can people find you?
Nelson Gaming 12, pretty much everywhere.
Go follow Nelson over on YouTube, please. He goes live every once in a while. He posts little gaming clips, so go follow him over there. And me,
I try to record as much as possible. I'm just a very forgetful person.
No, Nelson's just fucking lazy. You don't want to sit there and cut it and edit it and all that. That's why,
I ain't doing that shit. I just put up what happened.
Record and cuts. So start recording and then pause it after a couple minutes. Don't record your whole gameplay. That's going to eat up your memory, and then you're not going to cut it any fucking ways. Me, Will777JP. Don't forget to join the Keep It Gaming crew for $5. You get exclusivity to the videos, which exclusivity is timed exclusive. Thank you, PlayStation, for teaching me. You get automatically entered into the $20 PlayStation Store card giveaway. And by the way, that's just sometimes, because sometimes I will be giving away a physical game. For example, if I reach 10 memberships, I may give away a copy of Borderlands. So we got about 2 weeks to get to that point, but not just physical or digital games. I will also be giving away physical games here and there, and I will ship it to you for free. But we got to get to 10 members in order to do that, because if we don't, then I'm losing my ass off. As a matter of fact, I'm already losing my ass off by giving away a fucking game when I'm only making, you do the math. And then every day, 6 a.m. Central is when you get the videos. And then we also have our Just Playing live stream on Tuesdays. Steven says You got that hunt every month. I support Thrifty Jazz. 3 people is enough. No, thank you so much, Steven. I appreciate that,
Oh
man.
shit.
I never expect anybody to give anything. That's why I just started my membership. I could have started this membership half a year ago, but I wanted to come up with something that was
Hey, I'm a
valuable.
member now, Will. Now you can't bitch.
Oh shit, we got a new member in the house, Mr. Nelson Gaming. Oh shit, no way, Steven gave away fucking 10 memberships.
Hell
Oh my
yeah,
Yeah, I'm a
god,
member now.
no
Yeah,
wonder.
man.
Thanks, Steven.
Hell yeah.
Look at that. We got
Look
fucking
at
Nelson,
all the
Fresh,
biggies.
Warwana,
Nice.
Major Accident, Iron Man, BMOE, I Love Motorbikes, Unholy, Josh, Something You Can Eat, and Steven. Oh man, there we go. So now we will be doing a 10 or a $20 PlayStation Store gift card giveaway because we hit our goal, man. Oh shit. Yeah, no, Steven is gonna get a special badge for this. No, thank man, Steven, that's insane, bro. Thank you, man. I could sit here for the next hour thanking you. That's insane. We even got people coming back. They're like, wait, what? I got a membership?
Yeah. They're getting their fucking Google messages like I did. Like, oh shit.
Hey, that's fucking dope. Hey, Unholy came back to
Their
say,
Google mail's going off like, I got a what?
hey, there we go. Unholy, stay tuned because
Hey.
Steven just made it so I do my $20 PlayStation Store gift card giveaway. That's fucking dope, man. Hey, that is dope as fuck. Yeah, we do, Steven. Look, we got 7 now. We do, Steven, because it's a cold world out here, man. But fuck, that is dope, man. Oh, you guys can take off if you want. I'm just gonna sit here and talk to Steven for a little bit. But man, thank you guys so much, Steven. Appreciate you. And I also want to say thank you to Unholy, man. You've been rocking with the channel for a while. You've been watching my videos, commenting on a lot of them. So thank you, thank you. Dude, that's fucking cool. I've never had anything like this happen. Steven, you popped my cherry. I got blood all over my panties right now. But it felt
Oh
good
my
though.
god.
It hurt a little bit in the beginning, but you know, we got lubed up, we got wet. Now we're ready to go to
Got
Pound
Will
Town.
over here running them fucking snail trails.
Yes.
Now I
Oh
gotta
my
go to those
God.
other 7 videos I couldn't watch before and make sure I go like those now.
Yeah, you do, because you got like 8 that you can watch, as a matter of fact.
There's 7, I think.
Oh, okay, my bad. I forgot that one day rolled over into today.
Gonna have
But
to put a man pawn on.
yeah, no, that's fucking dope. So 10 people will now have access. 14 people will now have access to my videos that I got pre-recorded up there. And tomorrow, I think I'm uploading either 1 or 2 more. And that's not even including my big Cyberpunk video that's coming out in the next week or 2, which I finally got. I feel like Thanos, where I completed the collection. I got Cyberpunk for 20 or PS5, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox. So I'm gonna be doing a big video testing each game on each console. So I'm pulling the PS4 Pro out, I'm pulling the Switch 2, the Xbox out, PS5. I'm doing it all. That's gonna be a fire video. Yeah, Steven says no problem. Yes, and you liked it. Raw dog, of course, baby. We need to feel that whole sensation, not just part of it. Oh man, that's fucking amazing. Thanks, Steven. Salespeople. Okay, I had to do something at work. Came back to this. Yeah, bro. Steven got you guys back, man. Oh, that's amazing. But thank you guys so much, man. Thank you, Steven, once again for the super chat, for the fucking membership. That's amazing. We will catch you guys on Tuesday. Come through on Tuesday. RPG gets sad when you guys don't show up on Tuesday, man.
Aw.
Come back on Tuesday, man. Show us the same support over there. We've been streaming. Unlike Nelson, RPG shows up every fucking day, and he's there earlier than me.
Gee, I'm sorry. I should just fucking go and stop working and go home.
Yes, you should.
That's what I do.
That's what RPG does. That's what
I don't have
RPG
that
does.
luxury.
And
Yeah,
it's
but-
fucking 3:30. I'm out of this bitch. Bye.
Well, no,
All right.
I'm work over.
I gotta get out of here too.
All right, have a good night, Atreyu. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, RPG is there every fucking week. I'm there with them. We play games. It's open to the community. You guys can join us. For Gears, I think it's only 2 players, so nobody can join us this week. But we're gonna get it in. And also, that very same day, I'm recording the Will It Play with No Internet, so we can finally debunk this. Is a campaign on the disc, or is nothing on the disc? We're gonna find that out 100% certain, coming from me on Tuesday. And yeah, we're gonna start that campaign, man. That campaign is about 8 to 10 hours long, RPG. So if we can
Oh,
do
that's
two,
not bad at all.
no,
We
it's
we can nail that out before Borderlands 4 easy,
oh
if it's
easily,
only that long.
yeah, easily. We might have to do an extra day here and there so we can finish up Dying Light, or not Dying Light, but Dead
The
Island
Dead Island, yeah.
before Borderlands comes out, because I know when that comes out, we're gonna be going hard on that one. And actually, me and RPG are creating a game plan on how we want to do this, which we should. I brought it up to him, but we should really get into this because we're gonna be going hard on that game for a little bit. And if we're gonna play, we might as well play together. Yeah, the different reports on Gears is confusing. Yeah, I agree. Even on our Discord, we were talking about it, and people were uncertain. Even one of our Discord members canceled their pre-order because of the whole campaign not being on the disc, and then uncertainty. So we're gonna find out for sure on Tuesday. I was really hoping my copy would come in today, man. Walmart sent me the confirmation that it got shipped out on Friday, and last time that happened was Silent Hill. Game was supposed to come out on Tuesday. Walmart sent me the ship tracking on Friday, and it got there on Sunday. So I got it 2 days early. I was really hoping the same will happen with Gears, but it didn't. It looks like FedEx will be holding on to this game till actually Tuesday. So it sucks. I wish I could have got it recorded, uploaded by now, even playing right now, but it's not the case. But it's all right, man. We will be back on Tuesday for that. So please show up on Tuesday for our Just Playing Live, and then yeah, we'll have a good night, man. Thank you guys so much. Steven, once again, thank you, bro. You don't even understand how much I appreciate it. So thank you. Keep it gaming, y'all.